everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube and Twitch channels. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday and are doing well. I've got my coffee here. I've got a shit ton of videos lined up. But before we get into that, before we get into any of that, I listened to I will, full disclosure, half of the new Eminem song, Houdini. I tried to record a video reacting to it, but it got muted pretty badly. So I'm just doing this, summary and opinion right now. I feel like Eminem didn't need to do this album. I feel like he won many times over. He won by getting sober, and not only getting sober, but then coming back and still being able to make somebody quit an entire genre of music. He made Machine Gun Kelly run to folk music, for Christ's sakes, okay? He not only did he do that, but during his time of drug use was still more stable than Kim and his mother, and was able to get custody of not only Haley but his siblings. And all of these, he broke into a scene that was primarily for black people, and he managed to just explode. And this song, Houdini, feels like that uncle at the family reunion who used to be really awesome and do really cool things, but he's like old now, but he doesn't quite realize it. So he tries to do like a limbo or a backflip or something at the family reunion, and he busts his hip in front of everybody. That's what Houdini was. Houdini was the musical equivalent of Eminem breaking his hip in front of the entire world. Because yeah, he can still rap, he can still string lyrics together in a beat, but his songs always had a point. His songs always had a statement to make. It may not have always been one you wanted to hear, but they always had a statement to make. This was recycled. It was Without Me beat, and he actually used the intro part of Without Me more in Houdini than he actually did in the entirety of Without Me, which was kind of sad. I don't know if this is his like 4D chess level way of commenting on the state of the music scene. I would like to think so. But really, like, Eminem, after I heard his live rap directed at Trump, where he could barely keep his rhythm going because he couldn't keep his breath, like he was running out of breath. He's just done. All he needs to do is just go live his sober life, make sure his siblings, finish growing up right, make sure Haley is on the right track, be a grandpa when it's time to be a grandpa, and live off your millions. That's you didn't need to make this whatever this was and make yourself look really sad. Because the Eminem of 20 years ago, I understand you're glad you're not on drugs anymore, and you should be, congratulations, but musically, the Eminem of 20 years ago would slap you in the face. It's really, really, it's hard. As a fan of Eminem, at least the first 3 albums, I wasn't a fan of anything after that, and this just put the nail in the coffin for me. I feel like he's just done, and he needs to recognize that he's done, and retire gracefully. Because he's more than one. He's more than one, especially from where he came from. Like he's conquered a lot of shit, and he should be proud of himself. But this is not a good look. That's just my thoughts. So that's I don't know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys have heard the song. I said a lot of this in my video that got muted. So, but I wanted to reiterate it, and I wanted to, what's the word? Kind of just record my thoughts on it now that, like, in a summary type of deal. Why are these not connecting? I charged them. Why are they not connecting? Come on, jerk offs. Oh my lord. Earbuds, why are you doing this to me? This is not fair. Woo, Mr. Self-Destruction. Woo! There we go. We have resumed our earbud. Ding. Our earbudding is resumed. Okay. We're good. So that's just my thoughts on Eminem and Houdini. And I don't know what you guys think. I would like to know what you guys think. I recorded that little rant, so I'll be uploading that as like a stream clip. But I would like to know what you guys think. Where's the thing I wanted to start with? The hell? Did you remove yourself as moderator on the channel, honey? The fuck? That's fucking weird. That is so fucking weird. It took you away as a moderator. That's fucking okay then. Anyway, now that I've got that Eminem thing off my chest. Oh, that was so sad to listen to. Just so sad. So this Michigan Saginaw County the Saginaw County guy, the guy driving without a license who did have a license, and everybody was like, oh, Judge Simpson needs to apologize, blah blah. Well, apparently there's even more of a twist. Apparently there's more twists in this than an M. Night Shyamalan movie. This is straight from Old Squishy Gardner, and he puts up a lot of the Judge Simpson stuff. If it isn't like, and Judge Simpson does have his own channel, but Old Squishy Gardner puts this stuff up too. This This is from yesterday, I believe. Let's check. Just so I'm providing accurate information. Just so I am providing 19 hours ago. Okay. So, let's let's see what the twists are in this video.
Well, the case of the people versus Corey Harris.
Whoa! Why is this echoing so bad? For me. Why are my earbuds making this echo? Hold on. Hold on a moment here. Let's fix this. Because that is a bad echo. That is like two people talking. It is like I am saying two yeah, like that. Oh, that's much better. Oh, so much better. Okay. Beautiful. The fuck? Why did my earbuds just do that when I charged them all the whole time? Why am I having technical difficulties like this? This is not fair. I do things to make sure that they work, and they don't work. Why is this a thing that is happening to me? There we go. We will see. I like that. I like that about Judge Simpson. How are you? I don't know. There we go. No, it was completely my Bluetooth connection. So this is this is the Harris guy's lawyer. Okay. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. This is gonna go interesting. When Judge Simpson says, now hold on a second. The court has a number of things to say. That's never good. Well, it's always good for us, for the viewers, but it's never good for the people in the courtroom and the defendant. What I just did muted the entire... Oh, fuck. Everything is... Hold on. I didn't do anything. My Bluetooth just fucked up. Hold on. I don't know what's going on here. My media sharing device is on in Streamlabs. Let's go make sure. Let's see what I can do here. I want to fix this. Please don't go anywhere. You can't. Okay, where is YouTube? Why is YouTube not working? Why can you guys not hear YouTube? I know, I didn't touch anything. Like, I literally solo cam, live scene. I didn't touch anything that you did. Literally, I have not moved anything. I have not changed anything. The only thing I did was connect my earbuds. That's it. I don't understand. Where is my live thing? Oh. Oh, now I hear the music. Okay. That's good. What about that?
Because I have,
Do I hear
because I
that
think
now?
the record. All right. What are we doing today?
So, Your Honor, we were
Hello?
going to.
Hello? Okay, hold on.
There's several options. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. What are we doing today?
So, Your Honor, we were going to, there's several options that my client.
Well, and I want you to know, counsel, that because of certain things, the court has a number of things I have to say.
Okay.
Because I think the record, given particularly some
Okay,
of
we're
Mr.
gonna see if
Harris's
this is.
comments
There we
with
go. It's
reference
working.
to
It's working fine. Okay, let's see. If my earbuds connect and it still works fine, let's see if that's a problem. Okay, so I've put the earbuds in. I hear music.
potentially
Okay, so it's the
acting
earbuds.
what at least as I'm to understand is on
It's
what
the
some may
earbuds. It's
be,
nothing else. It's the Bluetooth.
or is it?
That's the
Let's put it this
problem.
way:
Okay, I
people
figured it
are
out.
saying, and quite frankly, your client has made the assertion that
Okay, figured it out. I know exactly what it is. Yeah.
Meter myself. That's why was gonna go for the
Oops.
1-2.
Where did I go? That's not what I want. Where did it go? I need my history back. Ugh. Let's switch this. We're gonna switch this up because my stupid history, or my stupid thing just closed on me. Where is my old squishy gardener? Where did my silly thing go? That's fine, we'll put it back. We can operate this. We can still operate this. We'll just go to my YouTube history. Ha 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 ha. I'm not going to panic. We can do. So yeah, apparently, with my loopback update this morning, it does not like the Bluetooth. So I'll just have to keep this quiet, and I'll just do what I did the other day. Because I'm not gonna frickin' kill the stream over this. I can figure this out. Where am I here? Do 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 do. Where are my history? There we go. Oh. I need to... Why can I not see my whole history? Oh, I need to go for my whole history. That's why. Sorry, guys. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this going. Because I don't want this to be done. Where are we here? History! There we go. Where are we here? Where is... Oh, these are all the shorts that was being watched. We're getting there. Oh, here we go. We're getting there. Where's the old squishy gardener? Where are you? We're almost there, guys. There we go. Ha ha ha. We got it.
As well as this court.
We got it, guys.
Some type of defective or faulty information, which I will tell you, counsel, caused the court given.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good.
To investigate.
And we're gonna give Judge Simpson some volume. And we're gonna start this from the beginning.
Well, the case of the people versus Corey Harris.
Good afternoon. May it please this honorable court, Dion Webster Cox appearing on behalf of Mr. Harris. How are you, Your Honor?
We will see.
We're good. We're good.
Mr. Brown, or somebody from the PD's office, because I did not get a substitution. I got an appearance.
Oh, I've got a substitution right here.
Signed off on?
It is.
All right, then I don't need to address. I don't need to address the public defender's motion to withdraw. I'll consider that withdrawn, given the substitution. I do have an appearance.
There we go.
Sign off on the substitution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, this is the issue is that now that the loopback update does not like the Bluetooth audio. So whenever I put my Bluetooth in, the audio goes out on the stream. That's the problem. It's nothing, there's like literally nothing else that could be. So unfortunately, yeah. So we're just gonna deal with this. So now we've got Judge Simpson, and apparently, this, like I said, we've got more twists and turns than an M. Night Shyamalan movie. So here we go. And Judge Simpson apparently has something he wants to say before this starts.
All right. What are we doing today?
So, Your Honor, we were going to, there's several options that my client.
Well, and I want you to know, counsel, that because of certain things, the court has a number of things I have to say.
Okay.
Because I think the record, given particularly some of Mr. Harrison.
Yeah, I'd like to set the record straight, Judge Simpson is basically saying. Because my good name is being dragged through the damn mud.
Comments with reference to this court potentially acting what, at least as I'm to understand, is on what some may be, or is it, let's put it this way. People are saying, and quite frankly, your client has made the assertion that the Pittsfield Township, as well as this court, was acting on some type of defective or faulty information.
So he wants to set the record straight that there was no faulty, like, crossing of wires between departments. There was no misinformation, although the client is stating that there is. He wants to set the record straight about that.
Which I will tell you, counsel, caused the court, given what the court did, to investigate what my ruling was. And I will tell you that that assertion is absolutely correct.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's correct. Okay. He's like, okay, yeah, we did have misinformation. We were wrong. And if any judge is going to do that, it's going to be Judge Simpson. I've watched enough of his court proceedings, and I have not watched nearly as many as Pincalo has, but still, I've watched enough to know that if any judge is going to admit that they were given the wrong information and they acted on it, then that it's him.
With reference to any faulty information that either came through to the Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety or to this court ultimately at the May 15th hearing. And I think it needs to be stated, I've been asked for comments. I have refrained from comments, as is my normal practice is. This court with the pending case will speak on the record. And so I am going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. And we can start with this. And my basis for doing it is because of what was said.
So like I said, he's very concerned with making sure the record is set straight, and he wants to be accurate and right, and that's Judge Simpson.
About what this whole process was, and that an indication, counsel, and I know, counsel, you've been before me before.
Absolutely.
I know it is not coming from you, but you also know how I am.
I do.
And the thing is that if for whatever reason, the one time in my life I was wrong, I will say it.
Again, that's the thing. Like, Judge Simpson is not one of those judges who is like, I am the judge, what I say go. Like, if he makes a mistake, he'll own it up.
And did. But when I'm not wrong, and when people are not to blame, then it also needs to be said. So I will try to get through this as quick as I possibly can. But I will tell you, first of all, with any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication or misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license, let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license.
Oh, shit. Never? Not at all? He's never had a Michigan Okay, so he's like, he didn't even have one to be revoked in the first place? Well, that is a twist, isn't it, guys? Holy crap. That is quite the wow.
Ever. And has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. He has never had a license. In point of fact, when they suspended his license, and what people don't understand, when they suspended his license in Saginaw, they don't suspend the license. They suspend the privilege to drive in this state. Hence, for example, if he had had a Kentucky license, he would be able to drive everywhere that Kentucky would allow him to drive. He just couldn't drive in Michigan because his privileges had been restricted.
So that's insane. That's crazy. He's never had a Michigan license, and he's sitting there going, I had it revoked, and then the revocation was rescinded, and then I was charged with the driving under a suspended What the fuck, dude? Why are you lying like this?
I know you know that, but that wasn't at all said. But it doesn't matter because he didn't have a license ever. There is also then, and I will, when it is necessary, come to the defense of my sister courts, and I will come to the defense of Saginaw. They got a great chief judge. The chief judge answered the question. But I will tell you, that court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong.
Judge Simpson is not happy that the fact that he never even had a license, and he didn't say that, and now the courts look really bad. They look like they falsely imprisoned somebody for driving legally. Meanwhile, he never ever had a license to drive in any of the states. Like any of the lower 48 states. That's what Judge Simpson just said. So for him to pretend that he had a license and then didn't and then did again and all this, it makes the courts look really, really bad. And that's what Judge Simpson's upset about.
His license was his driving privileges, better stated, were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something. He didn't do it.
It required him to get a license. When you get the privilege to drive back, that means, okay, you are now allowed to go get your driver's license. It doesn't mean, cool, I can go drive now. It means you have to go get the card and then you can drive.
Therefore, that friend of the court was under no obligation to send anything to the Secretary of State. Now, I hated that I had to look at all of this, but when there's a question as to what I did, I'm going to look at everything to make sure that what I did was all in order. There's then an indication from that because that wasn't sent, there was a direct attack on Michigan's Department of Secretary of State's office.
Yeah, this went all the way to the top of the state. And everybody was upset with the courts and the Secretary of State, and just like, and this was all over the news, all over the internet. Like, big YouTubers were covering it. This got crazy for a lot of people for no reason. Just because this guy was like, I had a license. No, you didn't.
Saying that the Secretary of State was somehow at fault. Let me tell you something. Secretary of State did what they were supposed to do. And in point of fact, they did nothing because they hadn't gotten anything from the court because Mr. Harris had not paid the reinstatement. This week, or the latter part of last week, once he paid that, Saginaw friend of the court did what they should do, and they sent it.
So it was all on him. He had to pay his reinstatement fee. And then the Saginaw friend of the court sent off the paperwork. It's like, why did he not do this? And then why did he say he had a license when he didn't? Just like, this is the thing. People are so dead set against police, courts, all that they will do anything to make them look bad.
Immediately, based upon the information that I have, the Secretary of State did what they do every day. They took that suspension off of his driving record, and he was then unsuspended. And then your client did what he needed to do with reference to the Secretary of State and paid a reading. Okay. Just a second, Mr. Schiller. I'm going to let everybody respond because
Thank you.
I am not done yet.
I love that. He's like, I am not done yet. This is great. I fucking love Judge Simpson. The way he talks, the way he animates himself. Like, Pincala has described to me that there have been, like, some really crazy sovereign citizens in his court, and he'll just be like this. Like, with his head on his hand, just like, oh my god, make this stop.
Okay.
All right.
You covered a lot of the points for me. Thank you, Your Honor.
And so that came down to that. So the information at the time that I had, that Pittsfield Department of Public Safety had, was all correct at the time of both Pittsfield stop as well as the May 15th date. It was all correct. There was no error by anybody.
Yeah, because if you don't have a license, regardless of whether you're allowed to have one or not, if you don't actually have one, you're going to get in trouble for driving. I'm just saying. That's just how it's going to be. I don't know why you think different, but it's just how it's going to be.
It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid. Now, here's the other thing, and I'm like maybe in church where I say I'm about finished now, but the other part of this is this stop was in October. Most of the cases that we've heard just in this last afternoon are driving while license suspended cases. That's part of my Wednesday afternoon. We go through great pains to try to get people their licenses back.
So he's just trying to get this done. I like this. I'm gonna let him talk a little bit more. I'm just trying to be transformative here. But he's... watch Judge Simpson, seriously.
Which is really how it should happen. Between October and because I don't live under a rock, I actually watch things. You look very nice on TV.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love that. Because I don't live under a rock, I actually watch things. Yeah, he probably watches a lot more than we think. He probably watches a lot of YouTube stuff that we probably would be like, oh shit. He probably knows that there's a bunch of people that live stream react to his shit.
There was something that was sad, that was very disturbing to me. And I'm just going to let you know because I believe in being fair with everybody. The question was asked along the lines, between October of 2023 and the point in time of the May 15th hearing, Was there an attempt by Mr. Harris to correct his license? Here's the part that was disturbing for me, so that you know.
Okay.
Mr. Harris indicated that at some point he had been involved in some accident. And being involved into the accident, that he was basically bedridden or at least housebound, he could not get to the Secretary of State. That was set up there, and I'm going to presume, because my knowledge of counsel, defense counsel is, I know you don't misrepresent anything.
Right.
You never do.
Right.
So he knows this woman. I can tell. He's worked with her before. He has knowledge of her operation, the way that she works with her clients. So he's watching this case, like this interview, and he's heard something that he knows this lawyer wouldn't let slide, basically, or let slip through the cracks. So he's like, okay, either I think he's about to say either this guy is lying or he's gonna do the gentle, I know you didn't forget to do this, right? Like that type of thing.
That's not true.
Okay.
He purposely stated that he could not get to the Secretary of State, which, for the way we handle things in this court, would have placed him in a whole different category. We would have tried to find a way. Let's figure it out. And the reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28th of 2023, do you know where you were?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Judge Simpson knows where you were. But do you know where you were, Mr. Harris? Oh shit! Hey! No, what's up? Oh, but yeah, this is great. Do you know where you were, Mr. Harris, in December of 2023 when you were supposed to be housebound?
December 28th, 23.
23rd.
2023.
I know I was laid up from our
You were
accident.
at the Secretary of State's office.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, Judge Simpson, you've caught him! You caught him red-handed, sir. You were at the Secretary of State's office. I know you were. Here's my proof.
And you were at the Secretary of State's office because you redid and got your new Michigan ID.
You could have done them both at the same time, you idiot. Why didn't you do them both at the same time? Oh my god, why? You literally, you could have... Oh, Jesus.
I have the date. That's the date you did it. December 28th, 2023. You did. And so that you also know, and in all fairness to counsel, because I don't know if counsel knows this or not, the way I know that he's never had a license is because May 3rd, 1990, he was 19 at the time. May 3rd, 1999, he applied for his first Michigan ID. Counsel knows, so I do, you cannot have both.
It's like up here. If you have your provincial photo card, you can't have a driver's license. And if you have a driver's license, you can't have your photo card. You have to give up either or if you're applying for one.
You either have an ID or you have a license. One of the two. He has religiously every year gotten a new ID. And so he knows that he doesn't have a license.
So he's straight up lied to make the court look bad. And now Judge Simpson is like, oh, hell no. Let me do some digging, because I know this isn't right. This doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound like me or my sister courts. Let me check into this. And look at the little can of worms he just uncovered. Isn't this fascinating?
And quite frankly, I just wish he would have said that at the beginning. And all of this hoopla could have been just put all aside. And we all go through the process as we do with all of the people coming here to try to get him his license back. But his falsehoods, misstatements are not going to fare him well in this court. I'm done for now.
I'm done for now. Is there anything anybody would like to say after I've shattered your lie with a crowbar of words? Is there anything anyone would like to add? No? Okay.
I'm sure I will have something else to say. Whichever one of you would like to speak first, you may.
I'll wait to go last.
Yes, I spent yesterday at the Pittsfield Township Police Department with Officer Monaster, performing the traffic stop in this case. I also noticed the December 8, 2023 date, and I know the significance of that, and the court just went through that painstakingly, and I thank you for that. In addition, at the traffic stop, when I was at the police department yesterday, we watched body cam video. At least twice during this traffic stop, he acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license.
Yeah, this guy's, I think Judge Simpson is owed an apology, honestly, instead of this Harris dude, because the way this went viral and Judge Simpson was just doing his job, and like everybody in the court was just doing their job, and they just got lambasted for it.
Quote unquote, quote, actually, I don't have a valid license, close quote. The question was, are you a valid driver? Quote, I am not, close quote. So, you know what, this is all this hoopla and the circus atmosphere. It's, in my opinion, it's an affront to the justice system. I mean, I've been a prosecutor for more than 30 years, and to see this kind of hoopla around a driving while licensed suspended case is ridiculous. And it wasn't caused by this court. It wasn't caused by the Pittsfield Township Police Department. It was caused by the extrajudicial statements made outside of this courtroom.
Thank you.
And it's true. Like the court, it went viral, and the court looked really, really bad. And they have a right to be upset about that, and they have a right to point it out and clear their name, just like anybody else.
Okay, so
Go ahead, counsel.
thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Well, first thing I'd like to say is, very first thing is we're here, and that we all saw this video. I wasn't in court. I wasn't even on YouTube watching the court today, right? I saw it because someone saw it and decided to post it. I can assure you that was not Mr. I don't think he has the capacity to be able to post it like that on YouTube or Instagram. So that was not him. And it happened to take off and go viral. So he had what we saw was him saying what?
Did she just say what I think she just said? That he doesn't have accounts on YouTube or Instagram, so that wasn't him? Let's just hear that again.
Okay, so
Go ahead, Counsel.
thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Well, first thing I'd like to say is, very first thing is we're here, and that we all saw this video. We didn't, I wasn't in court. I wasn't even on YouTube watching the court today, right? I saw it because someone saw it and decided to post it. I can assure you that that was not Mr. I don't think he has the capacity to be able to post it.
It was not Mr. I don't think he has the capacity to post it. Well, that's an interesting name. I thought his name was Mr. Harris. Apparently his name is Mr. I don't think he has the capacity to post it. Okay.
Like that on YouTube or Instagram. So that was not him. And it happened to take off and go viral. So he had what we saw was him saying what? He was driving, which he should not have been driving, right? We're told not to drive on Zoom while doing that. So that's how this came to the attention, because the court, I saw you. He said, I can't believe this. Is he driving?
The lawyer's even like, not to drive on Zoom, right? Like, oh my god, but like, I'm sorry. He doesn't have the capacity to post it. And it doesn't matter whether he posted it or not. He made the false statements.
And we all said that. Everyone who saw that video asked the same question. And that just became a joke. It became a complete joke. Now, with respect to what we want to do, and I cannot say anything is with respect to what my client has said, but when we talk about the hoopla, my client didn't start the hoopla. Perhaps he's made some comments, but he didn't start the hoopla.
But he did, because he didn't say, yeah, you know what? I actually don't hold a license. I shouldn't have been driving. It was really stupid of me to be doing that. I do not condone the behavior in that clip, and please don't, claim me to be, some sort of hero or whatever. I had no business driving. Something like that, right? No. He was like, I had a license and it was revoked and then rescinded and then I was legal to drive, blah, blah, blah. No, that did not, no, I would say that started it.
Whatsoever. That was someone that was outside of his control as to how it went viral. He had no control over that. And that, I'm going to stand on that. He did not send it out to Instagram. He didn't send it out to wherever. He didn't do that part. So with respect to, did he have I don't want to try this case today at all, but what I want to do is focus on what's good.
You want to focus on what's good. I don't think that's your job. I think your job is to defend your client. Judge Simpson didn't say anything about trying your case today. Also, he's not blaming the defendant for making this go viral. He's blaming the defendant for the defendant's statements and his misinformation. That's what he's blaming the defendant for.
Now, what was good? That day in October, this officer here, that could have gone a whole other direction. And I'm so happy that you were so kind and courteous to my client. Thank you, officer. Thank you so much.
Is that supposed to be, genuine? Because that came across as very condescending. Thank you, officer. Thank you so much for being so kind to my client. That could have gone so wrong. Did she just basically say thank you for not shooting my client because he's black? Or am I reading too much into that? Am I reading too much into that? I feel like I might be. But it feels kind of like that. It feels kind of like she's like, thank you, officer. That could have gone a whole other way. Thank you for being so kind to my client. Like, why do we need to be that condescending? That one I don't understand. Like I said, I could very well be reading too much into that, but you know.
Because it could have gone another direction. We are here right now. My client has an appointment to go to the Secretary of State for his permit. He's working on that. I want to focus on how do we correct this and cure this? How do we go forward with this situation?
Well, tell your client not to lie to a whole bunch of people. That's how you go forward with it.
Whatever, he was not under oath under any of the things that he said. So we're not talking about any type of perjury going on. Very true, right?
True.
So with that being the case, let's move forward with this. He is here. This is what I'd like. Because
Counsel, let me just.
yes.
I would like to move forward too.
Yes.
On this case. We handle these cases all the time. But I will tell you, as you know, having appeared before me, the one thing I don't like is when people don't take responsibility for what they've done.
I love how he's stopping her right in her tracks. Like, he's like, no, counsel, no, we're not gonna do this. He shouldn't have lied to people. That's what started this. Yes, he's here, that's great, but he still lied, and he still drug this out way longer than it needed to be. And you know better, counsel. That's what he's doing.
When they take responsibility for it, we will use whatever we can to try to get you to another spot, because it doesn't behoove any of us for you to be in that spot. One other thing that I will say, when you say it wasn't started by him, oh, it certainly was. It certainly was when he made his first statement to WXYZ about blaming people for this happening.
Yeah, he made statements to news outlets. He made statements to a whole bunch of different people. And so it doesn't matter if he didn't share the clip. What matters is what he said in response to the sharing of the clip. He made it worse.
And he shouldn't have done it. Because when you look at the whole thing, the person that needed to be blamed, and we can go back to a lot of other points, but I'm not here to embarrass it, but the person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror. He didn't do what he should have done, and that's okay. The majority of people that come here on a licensing didn't do what they were supposed to do. That's like a given. They don't go about blaming anybody. They just say, Your Honor, I didn't pay the ticket. Your Honor, I just didn't do it.
Right. It's a license thing. You know what, Your Honor? I recognize I didn't pay the ticket. What do I owe the court? How can I fix this? That's what you do. You're not, no, I had a license, and then I didn't, and then I did, and then blah, blah, blah.
I just didn't have the time to do it. I just didn't take whatever.
Right.
Just own it. Once you own it, then it becomes a whole lot easier just to move forward. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you and I said I wouldn't, but my court.
I
No,
understand.
go
No,
ahead.
I know who you are, and I respect that. So, and where I am is where I've always been, because I can assure you that when he did speak to WXYZ that day, I wasn't representing him.
I wasn't representing him when he was speaking to the news. Were you still his lawyer? Were you still his lawyer, or were you like? What do you mean you weren't representing him? You weren't standing beside him? I don't know what you would like. I love it. Like, it's not me. It's not me. Like, you're not taking accountability either.
I was representing him yesterday, right? And and you would heard my message is that what steps are to correct this. And that's what I'm about, Your Honor. How do we correct this, right? I understand the entire process. I have not gone into detail, but I will take the word of the court and of Mr. Stiller here, brother counsel, and about the background and the history of it. But how do we go forward? And that's why I'm here to sort of minimize. You okay? Can he did get into an accident.
He can sit down. He can sit down.
Please, Your Honor. Right.
This is getting a little desperate. This is getting a little bit desperate here. I can sense the lawyer's desperation. This is kind of interesting. By the way, I just turned up the media sharing device in the Streamlabs, what's it called? Mixer. That's it. So let me know if the sound is any better.
Oh, well, hold on. Okay. And now that's real. That's a real injury.
I have no comment.
Okay. So injury.
I have no comment.
He's like, I have no comment. God bless you, Judge Simpson. You're amazing.
Okay. So what we're looking for, because there are some options here. My client has indicated to me and would like me to indicate to the court that he is in the process of procuring his license. Hopefully that privilege will be available to him, but he does have, as you stated earlier, and I have the receipts, he did pay the reinstatement fee. Those fees are paid. Anything that was out in the previous court, those fees have been paid. And
But should he get that privilege though? Like, he's never had it. He's lied about having it. I guess lying about having a license. Oh, no, that is technically a crime, I think. So I don't think he should have that privilege.
I've been presented with those receipts. In addition, on tomorrow, he's got his permit test coming up. And then after that, because he's an adult, he's working on it so that he can take advantage of the offers that are available. Because as you say, this court does want to help. Absolutely. And with that, because my client was in an accident and I haven't seen the medical records, but because of some of the things it could be, I don't know. But sometimes our memories get a little foggy. Now, am I going back to 1990?
Are we saying that because he had an accident and because we don't know? She's like, I don't know, but maybe he had a TBI and maybe he forgot. But I don't know though. Okay then, lawyer. I mean, like, that could be a valid thing, but you might want to take a look at his medical records first before you say that.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that I'm saying from this day forward, he is working diligently to take the steps necessary to get his driver's license so he can take advantage of the generous offer. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
I hate to say this, Your Honor, one additional thing. I think Fletcher Cox and I need to.
This took place yesterday. Yes. This is, yeah.
Who's Mr.
I
Allen?
know because I know what it is.
Okay, thank you.
Well, who's Mr. Allen?
That's my bailiff.
Oh,
I will give out whatever date I can.
okay.
Counsel, you probably didn't know this, and I wasn't sure where the prosecutor.
I gotta back that up a second. The lawyer just got a bomb dropped on her, and hold on. The lawyer just got a surprise.
Because I know what it is.
Okay, thank you.
Well, who's Mr. Allen?
That's my bailiff.
Oh,
I will give out whatever date I can.
okay.
Counsel, you probably didn't know this, and I wasn't sure where the prosecutor was going to bring. He's got a warrant.
For who?
keeps happening. First, he never had a license. Now he's got a warrant. Oh, lovely. And the lawyer's like, oh. Okay.
No, I did not know.
Yes, he has a warrant for his arrest. A bench warrant out of
Allen Park.
Allen Park. Mr. Allen.
24th District Court.
Okay.
The shocking thing about it is for a driving while license suspended.
Jesus Christ almighty. If I was his lawyer, I'd be like, Your Honor, I don't want to represent this guy anymore. He's an idiot. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm moving on to my next client.
That he didn't take care of.
Okay. Well, like I said, he
So-
he wants to handle.
So
He's
what it
dedicated.
is that, and it's a valid warrant, I happen to be within their radius of pickup. Now, having said that, I don't know if they will pick him up.
Okay.
I will say that what should have happened, I'm not going to go through and try to figure out whether it did happen, but when he was arrested, when he turned himself in on my revocation of bond, upon being released, he should have been apprised, warned, and released to go take care of it.
So he's gonna be nice, and he's not going to try to find out if Mr. Harris was told to go take care of his warrant in the other county. Judge Simpson's gonna be nice, and he's basically gonna give the guy the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know. That's basically what he just said.
I don't know whether he was. I really don't care whether he was or not. All I know is that was back at mid-May, and it hasn't been taken care of. And it's still valid. I was hoping maybe that somebody was going to try and take care of it, because I'm sure if you had known, they would have been done. So much so that part of my delay in getting out of here was to make sure that it was valid. I had my staff run him right before I came out.
So he's really doing his due diligence here. He wanted to make sure that everything was valid and active before he told the council that her client had a warrant out of a different county. Of course, it's for driving without a license. Jesus Christ. And this poor lawyer's just trying to do her job.
So that if it hadn't gotten taken care of and in, then fine, we were okay and I didn't need to deal with it.
Right.
But it's still there.
Okay.
So, will July 17th work as a new date for you?
So, here's a new court date. And looks like your client's going to a different county to go to jail for a bit.
Come back, because as I understand it, he is right now not licensed. So if he goes in on Thursday, gets his permit, he's got to drive for at least 30 days. Apparently he knows how to do that part. Sorry, that was Adam. I'm sorry.
Judge Simpson's getting a little catty. He's getting a little catty. Oh my.
I'm sorry, I didn't need to say that, but he knows how to do that part, but then he's got to go back, take the test,
Right.
and then he can do that. He may be able to accomplish it in that time, that 45-day period. If not, I mean, counsel, I just want him to have a license.
We all want the same thing. One moment. So the 17th, it may not be me, it'll be another attorney from my office who can.
Well, I don't
I'm
want
in
that.
trial.
I don't want that.
You want me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. You'll never hear me say that. but I don't want to go through this whole You understand it.
Right, no, I get it. So I started trial on the 15th and,
What's my date after the 17th?
August 7th.
What about August 7th? We can just put it out and then he can do what he's going to do or not do what he's going to do. But
See, this is why Judge Simpson is a good judge, because he'll set the record straight, he'll call people on their bullshit, and then he'll still work with you. He'll still work with you till like the very, very last time he can work with you.
he should be able to.
August 7th at 1 o'clock, or would it be at 9 a.m.?
I will set it at 9. We will send an invite now that we have your appearance. So you'll get a direct invite from us as to what time block he's.
Okay, and then I just need one moment to talk to my client. He wants to
Yes.
tell me something. Okay, August 7th at 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m. I'm going to take him into custody on the warrant. The only question that I have, and the way I look at the warrant, the bond looks like $500.
Okay,
Two things. First, I don't know whether or not they'll come get him. If
right.
they don't come and get him, we'll release him. We're not going to hold him. If they are coming to get him and he's going to be held, the only question I would have for you, counsel, is do you want me to set a nominal bond on this so that he gets credit, or do nothing and not worry about it? I'll leave that up to you.
Again, trying to work with the client and the lawyer. Trying to say, hey, let's see if he can get some credit for this time he's already served.
Okay, that will be, but absolutely, I want him to be able to get full credit for anything that is necessary.
So let's do it this way. If he's not, so I'm going to take him in. If for whatever reason he's not released tomorrow, call my office, and with the agreement, I will set a nominal bond
Okay,
on it rather than do it right now. So he has to deal with two things. So that you're also clear. Part of the reason I'm also doing this is because I think he was warned and released, didn't take care of it. And secondly, this has been out there for 9 years.
9 years. Jesus Christ, dude. 9 goddamn years. This has been a thing hanging over his head. Just take care of it, my dude. Holy crap.
well, I did not know about it, Your Honor. Okay,
Counsel, there is not a doubt in my mind that that's true. Yeah, I no, you did not. I go to the bank on that one in a minute because I know you would have taken care of it.
yes.
All right.
It's going to be taken care of today. His wife is here, and
Okay.
it will be taken care of. So I will absolutely call your office tomorrow to see call the court to see the status of it. Oh, we're going to take care of this.
All right.
Okay, that's
Very
what we're
good.
going to do.
We'll see you in August.
Okay,
Defendant is remanded on the Allen Park. Sir, you can go with my bail. So at this point, his bond will continue as set. Thank you.
So that was a twisty and turny little video that we just took a look at. Let me turn this down a bit so you guys don't hear the screen reader in the background. There we go. Oh my god. What a crazy twist. And now I feel like everybody owes Judge Simpson an apology. That's what I think. I think everybody owes Judge Simpson the apology, not this dude. Where am I gonna go here? Just checking Twitch chat. Her news interview was bad. Oh, the lawyer. He was the one that called the news in the first place. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Why would you call the news in the first place? That's stupid. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Just don't do that to yourself. That's dumb. Hey look, a Twitch ad's about to start. Perfect time for a bathroom break and a coffee refill. So I will mute myself and go do that, and I will see you in a moment. You guys do that too. Okay. We're back. Holy shnikes. Okay. Let's see. What should we do next? Let's do the which one do I want to do next? YouTube Music has a critical flaw. This is the one that I was supposed to do the other day. So let's do that one. And make sure that the volume is up. Good, good, good. We are all good to go. We'll pop over to our mute button and we will mute.
People really don't like clickbait these days. YouTube Music has a very serious problem right now where the work of any given creator, all the ones that you enjoy, especially smaller ones who don't have a direct line to YouTube for help with this kind of thing, can be not just stolen, but absorbed into the account of a troll.
Now, this is a problem because not only does it take for, like, copyrighted stuff and steal it, but it also causes people who aren't stealing copyrighted material using it transformatively to get hit and accused of stealing it and getting like copyright claimed or like having audio muted in their videos and stuff like that. This is all of this stuff, that content thievery is just, it's just shitty. Just don't do it. If you're gonna use somebody else's content, try to make it as transformative as possible. That's what I try to do with this stuff. I try to talk as much as I can while I'm watching it because I don't want to steal it. I don't want to just watch it and go, wow, oh, that's weird. Like, I actually want to have something to say.
Who then monetizes their complete portfolio of content, supplanting them as the owner of that material and handing down copyright strikes against them. For anyone who had trouble following that, I'll make it really simple here. I'm not just talking about the process of copying someone else's songs, which happens a lot on the platform. I'm talking about absorbing the stats of their entire channel into a brand new impersonation account.
How is that even possible? Literally taking the analytics and basically absorbing them into a new account? That's crazy.
Effectively replacing them completely in the YouTube ecosystem. And this can be done to pretty much anyone at any time until YouTube or the distribution companies responsible for making it possible, either or, get their act together. The situation I'm talking about today pertains to a creator named Ghost Data. Ghost Data has been on the platform for over 10 years. They have a tremendous number of original songs. They're actually going on tour right now. Congratulations on that front. But they are also being targeted by one of the most advanced and troubling copyright theft techniques I've ever seen, which is head and shoulders above anything else I've ever observed on the platform, especially in terms of relative severity. Here's the part where we need context, because I needed context, and I reached out to Ghost Data directly in order to understand the full scope of what's happening.
Now, I am going to pause this and add things to say, but I am going to try to not let him, I'm going to try not to interrupt him because I want to understand this too. No see vid. Oh, am I still on? Hold on. There we go. That better? So, this, I'm gonna try not to interrupt him. I'm gonna let him explain this because I don't know how you could absorb somebody's stats and put them on your own channel. This is insane. This is crazy. Here we go.
YouTube Music, a fact that I knew but never really paid any attention to, is actually one of the top contenders in the entire music industry with ambitious goals of overtaking and replacing the likes of Spotify or even Apple Music. So far, it's going quite well, with YouTube Music surpassing 100 million subscribers to the service and a consistent growth rate over the past few years. But contrary to the workflow of a creator like me, as just one example, artists and musicians have a bit of a different situation. See, the music industry, YouTube Music in particular, heavily relies on companies called distributors right now, who serve as an intermediary between artists and fans while providing syndication services and other benefits. Basically, when you upload music, you do it through a distributor, who then takes your content and pushes it out across a variety of platforms, including YouTube Music, which then gets automatically chopped up into these automatic uploads called art tracks.
So instead of you trying to push your own content like a commentary creator would do, like sharing it everywhere that they can, the distributor kind of does that for the artist. Like pushes it to Spotify, pushes it to YouTube Music, pushes it to Apple Music. I guess so that's what the distributor company would do. Okay, gotcha.
Here's an example of what I mean. This is a song called Higher by Eminem, super famous, from his recent album Music to be Murdered By. As you can see, it says provided by Universal Music Group, and then lists off a bunch of credits, acknowledging at the end of the description that it was auto-generated by YouTube, and this is a process that happens for pretty much every single upload to YouTube Music by industry-leading distributors. In essence, it boils down to pick a distributor, give them your music, they put it on YouTube, and then YouTube chops it up into individual songs and starts pushing it out to all the actual viewers.
For a cut, I'm sure. A large cut of your profits that you make off of monetizing your music.
Some creators electively try to do this themselves, especially if they have unique animations or music videos or something like that. But the general pattern is that small to mid-sized artists are using a distribution company to automate the process for them. That's the basic contextual foundation, but why does it matter? Well, it matters because of this channel right here called Function Beats. Now, some of you may be thinking, who cares? Look how small that channel is. And yes, normally I would agree, but just bear with me for a second here. Function Beats has a whole bunch of playlists, single song album playlists, they say, on their channel, but when you click these, they all redirect back to Ghost Data.
Interesting. Now, why would a channel having playlists, all of the playlists, link you back to a different creator?
Here's an example. This song right here, Structure, redirects back to Ghost Data, the Beach episode, which has about 6.2 thousand views. It's one of his least popular songs, actually, from over a year ago, October 27th, 2022, if we want to be precise. Okay, fine. It's a channel that backlinks single song playlists that they claim ownership of to the actual owner. Still not a very big deal. However, if you then transition to the actual YouTube Music platform, things go completely off the rails. Function Beats is a music channel that has 136 songs right now, uploaded, all of them in 2024. All 136 of these songs are either directly copy-pasted work that belongs to Ghost Data, or slightly modified songs that sound like maybe an AI was trained on that material and then tasked with recreating it as close as possible.
136 songs uploaded to this YouTube Music channel. All of them either direct copies or like very poor imitations. And this is okay, apparently? What? No wonder I keep getting hit for shit. People are trying to stop this from happening, and or maybe this is two different systems. This is crazy.
But slightly different. However, to be clear, the bulk of this, the vast majority of it, is one-to-one copy-pasted identical content. Now, what's interesting about all this is that if we scroll down and look for Structure, the playlist that we used as our previous example, we find this right here, which has 7.3 thousand views, but this time, the artist behind the song is Function Beats, not Ghost Data.
So on the regular YouTube app, Function Beats backlinks to this Ghost Data channel, but on YouTube Music, they basically claim all of Ghost Data's music as their own. Wow, that's insane. That is insane. How can the two analytics and the two songs exist by two different... Okay, YouTube Music needs to be integrated into the YouTube app somehow.
furthermore, if you click Go to Album, it does take you to the real song uploaded by Ghost Data, but if you click Go to Artist, it takes you back to Function Beats. Last piece of the puzzle here. If we now browse the actual YouTube music platform and start searching up these songs that Function Beats apparently owns, we find this, which is an art track that is an automated upload by YouTube Music after an album has been given to them by a distributing company, which has two, count them two views, yet lists the main artist, producer, and lyricist, all of them, as Function Beats.
2 views. That's worse than shit that I do. Holy Christ almighty. That's bad. That's some low views.
This is what's wild. If you look at the entire Function Beats song category, this copyright troll has supplanted Ghost Data because all of their brand new art tracks have somehow stolen the lifetime plays of the actual songs and reformatted the ownership to Function Beats. They haven't just copied someone's work here. They've stolen the entire viewership history of that work and metric lifetime stats of the channel's content in general, somehow absorbing it into their own while replacing the true owner as the copyright holder, which is proven by them now handing out copyright strikes against Ghost Data with his own music.
Okay, so okay. So this is bullshit because I think I see what's going on here, because there are channels that specifically create music for streamers to use. And my stuff keeps getting copyright claimed. I wonder if it's these new channels that are doing this stat stealing that are handing out these copyright claims, because this is insane.
It's insane. Attempting to dig as deep as possible here, the company responsible for all this seems to be named Trendy Publishing, at least according to the automatic YouTube art track information, which comes straight from a distributing company, and Trendy Publishing appears to be some sort of umbrella corporation. It has 3 different associated employees on LinkedIn, Dylan Woodgate, Brooklyn White, and a third unknown member, but after attempting to track down the corporate information, business licenses, address, or associated subsidiaries, I've currently got pretty much nothing.
So basically, he found a shell company, is what he's saying. He found a shell company for this weird shit.
Trendy Publishing doesn't appear to exist at all, and yet their YouTube artist, Function Beats in this case, has harvested and re-uploaded over 130 unique songs from an actual artist, somehow stealing the life's work of that actual artist, siphoning off their revenue, absorbing their channel stats into these new falsified uploads. And just to drive home the severity here, this can be done to any piece of content on the entire YouTube platform.
Oh, that's heartwarming and not terrifying at all. No, that's not scary at all to think that any piece of content can just be stolen and reused. Well, the claim from the other day was for 20 seconds of music inside of someone else's video. Jesus. This is insane. The stealing of stats is what's bothering me, and just completely absorbing people's entire analytics. That's just messed up to me.
Here's an example. From May 24th of this year, 2024, a situation cropped up where the Samsung washing machine jingle, which is actually based on a song called Die Pharrell the Trout, was re-uploaded by a tiny little troll, a verified artist channel named Audigo, who then used it to claim a 6-hour live stream of Fallout New Vegas from a Norwegian creator named Albino.
Oh, you mean mean like how what was it? You keep getting claimed for Fallout music, don't you, honey? Whenever you stream on YouTube, you keep what was it? Fallout 4 that you kept getting hit for the music, or sometimes Call of Duty. Some of the radios that some of the songs on the radio that you could put, like they would hit you. I think Grand Theft Auto did the same thing.
How, you might ask? Well, easy. Because during the live stream, his Samsung washing machine finished a cycle and made the jingle play in the background of his broadcast.
Fucking asshole channels. I remember Pinkalo found a copyright claim on my channel from some like weird obscure artist that was like they used like sounds to make music, and apparently the typing of my keyboard, like me typing, was like part of their song, apparently, as what they said. So they tried to claim me typing as like a stolen clip of their music or some shit like that. It was weird.
So the copyright troll, using derivative work from a piece where the copyright expired like centuries ago, was able to strike him because they uploaded the audio of something they didn't and don't own through a distributing company. See the problem? YouTube.
How come distributing companies don't do more research to find out whether these artists are uploading their own art or not?
YouTube automates the process of chopping up and dispersing art tracks, while distributors, who are the real problem here in my opinion, are not taking any adequate precautions whatsoever to ensure that the material that they are enforcing copyright on is even legally viable to the person who gave it to them.
Yeah, that would be like an alcohol distributor just buying up like homemade bathtub booze and then going to the big box liquor store and being like, yeah, this is Smirnoff. Here, this is totally Smirnoff. It's great. It's fine. This is Macallan. Trust me, bro. This is Macallan. Yep. These are our wines over here. Yep. These are all valid Chilean wines over here. These are Spanish. These are California. Meanwhile, it's all just one guy's bathtub moonshine. Like, that's what this shit is. Literally what they're doing. Like, what the fuck? Why is this happening?
Just to be clear, because some people probably won't get this based on what I've said already, this is a problem that has the potential to destabilize the YouTube platform, because you can do this with regular audio to anyone at any time. During his battle with Function Beats, Ghost Data, thank you again to him for chatting with me, noticed that one of the pieces of content that they had re-uploaded wasn't even a song. It was a clip of him speaking on stage.
That is crazy. They just stole him talking, and they're like, yeah, that's totally me. That's me talking. I've uploaded this. This is me, distributor. Yep, this is me. This is what I sound like.
That clip of him speaking had been fed through a distributing company and used to absorb the metrics of his own voice, and was now being registered as belonging to Trendy Publishing, which lets them copyright strike him for a clip of his own words. It's legitimately insane. Distributors are completely off the rails right now. They have way too much power that they should not have and don't deserve, and they need to be put in check immediately. While YouTube needs to get to the bottom of how exactly someone can steal over 100 songs and then absorb the lifetime stats of the entire channel into the stolen content while harvesting all of their revenue, and they need to retroactively solve this problem and distribute what was stolen this way to every single artist or creator affected, because I guarantee you there's more than just one or two here.
Not just that, but they need to like recoup financially the artists that they've harmed this way, because you can't just distribute art saying it's art. Like, again, that's like an art forger like forging Rembrandts and Da Vinci's and shit, and then flooding art museums with fakes, and like you. This is not okay. We can't be doing this.
The sad reality is that when something like this happens, 9 out of 10 times, or far more than that, the person affected can't get awareness. They can't find help. They get ignored by YouTube and they just give up. They get their content stolen, their metrics harvested, their revenue siphoned, and they just quit YouTube because no one helps them and they can't make a living on it. Someone has to be liable for this. Trendy Publishing or the other trolls perpetuating it? Sure, yes, obviously. However, beyond that, the distributors who are very clearly failing to do any sort of proper verification before brutally enforcing fraudulent copyright, they should be held liable too.
They should be held the most liable, I think, because they have the most resources and the most ability to hammer home those claims. They can go after and remove somebody's channel completely off the platform just by making and enforcing these claims. It's not okay. We have to do better with this, and this is why these copyright stuff, this is why copyright strikes are abused so much.
There should be some sort of financial penalty on this. And on top of that, YouTube should be held liable for automatically creating these tracks in a way where they can just absorb a creator's life's work into a copyright troll's pocket, like some sort of horror movie. Ideally, I think distributors should be liable for the damage they're causing by using YouTube to enforce copyright on work that they didn't even do the most basic due diligence on. Maybe someone needs to do this to a few larger channels on YouTube Music for them to wake up to it. I don't know. But as it stands, there's not enough being done by multiple large companies involved who seem to be deliberately turning a blind eye, and the only way to ever improve things is when people force them to, because they don't do it voluntarily. They need to be forced to improve. Bottom line, copyright trolls have always been an issue on this platform, but apparently they found a way to now steal the entire lifetime play history of actual artists and get away with it, on a level where it should be concerning to every single creator who makes a living on this platform, and it needs to be fixed.
That was a fucking scary video. What the hell? There we go. That was a scary video. I don't like that, the thought of all my shit getting taken. That makes me scared. I don't like that at all. I really don't like that at all. That's just not a kosher, that is not a kosher idea that I want to think about. Having everything, because there's like almost 1,000 live streams and videos on this channel. I cannot imagine somebody just AIing my voice and just, ugh. That would make me sad. Okay. What do we have next? Because I can't believe we're at 2 hours already because of the audio shit. Alright, we're gonna go Queers for Palestine versus regular queers. Oh god. This is an Abba and Preach thing, I think. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is June.
I was wrong. It's Bering. Hello, Bering.
It is LGBTQIA plus XYZ Pride Month. And like the start of every June, it's just a waiting game for the crazies to come out, because you know they're coming. And that's not to say all LGBTQIA plus XYZs are crazy. My respect to any of the L's or the G's or the B's or the T's. The somewhat sane ones anyway.
Right? Thank you. I love how he's just like the L's or the B's or the G's or the T's. Other than that, fuck you.
But you can always leave it to that growing minority of crazies to do something, well, crazy. And I don't know if this is crazy, but it is funny. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a victim fight. That's right, a good old victim fight, where a pride march in Philadelphia was blocked by a bunch of Palestine protesters.
Oh God, this is too funny. We literally have a gay off. This is, oh God, it's too funny.
Leaving us in the precarious position of wondering who's the bigger victim. And when I say us, I don't really mean us. I mean the left. Specifically the annoying left. The woke left. The people who are really going to think about this. Who are going to have a debate within their own heads. Whose side should I be on? I mean, after all, there's a genocide going on.
Yes! Should I care about the genocide? Should I care about the fact that if gay people were over in there, they'd also be genocided because they're gay? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Or, here's a thought. Since I'm not fighting in that conflict, and I'm not a political leader or a world leader, maybe I should just not worry about it. Maybe that's a thing I should do.
Now, who are they talking about? I don't know. According to the woke left, everyone's being genocided. So let's have a look at what happened right after this message. When you think about it, we don't really have a healthcare system, do we? We have a sick care system. Pharmaceutical companies make billions, that's billions with a B, every single year off sick people, which means Big Pharma needs you to be sick and reliant on them. And just like Big Pharma, big government wants you to feel powerless. Well, that sucks. We can become self-reliant and take back control of our health with the wellness company's medical emergency kits, designed by elite doctors including Dr. Peter McCullough and Dr. Drew Pinsky.
Are these Aussie doctors? I don't know these people. What are these wellness kits? What do they do?
These prescription kits have emerged as a keystone of so many families' medical emergency preparedness plans, saving thousands of dollars in unplanned hospital visits. Dr. Peter McCullough has been preaching the importance of early intervention and treatment since 2020. Early treatment is paramount to a timely recovery for any illness. So be ready for the next big thing with the wellness company's medical emergency kits, containing 8 life-saving medications that I probably can't talk about here on YouTube.
Please tell me none of them are antibiotics, because we really don't need to be dispensing antibiotics to the general public. We already have gram-negative superbugs that are resistant to most antibiotics. We really don't need individuals overusing them more.
Plus a guidebook to aid in the safe use of these medications. The kits are prescription only. You can't find anything like them in store or pharmacy, and every American should have at least one of these kits in their home. Ordering the kit takes less than 2 minutes and couldn't be simpler. Choose the kits that are right for you and complete their clinical intake form for one of the wellness company's medical providers to approve your prescription. Whether it's the next big outbreak, cyber attacks, or drugstore shortages, you'll be better prepared for any scenario.
Wait. So you fill out a form, you fill out a form with your medical info. You ship off the form, and some doctor writes you a prescription for your kit. And I don't like how this sounds, Bering. I've heard of antibiotics starting to not work years ago. Yep. Hello, a guy in his room. Yeah, Bering, I'm not sure I like this kit.
Visit twc.health/bearing and use code BEARING to purchase your kit with $30 off and free shipping. The Daily Mail says moment Palestine protesters clash with Pride Parade, causing social media to erupt. Quiz for Palestine had a change of heart. The controversial Quiz for Palestine disrupted Sunday's Pride Parade in Philly. The group clashed with members of their own community at the kickoff event. So Quiz for Palestine is an odd one, isn't it? I mean, we've all seen the memes, chickens for KFC, etc.
Oh my god, a gay pride parade gets interrupted by a Palestinian protest. too funny. Oh my god. That you cannot make this shit up, guys. You just can't.
Etc. I mean, make no mistake, being gay in Palestine, or the Palestinian territory, whatever you want to call it, is in fact illegal. They haven't changed the law since the British put it in place in 1936, and it carries a sentence of up to 10 years in prison. But they kind of turn a blind eye to harsher penalties, if you know what I mean. Put it this way, I don't think you'd want to be organising a pride parade in Gaza. Anyway, the article goes on. Free Palestine protesters clashed with members of the LGBTQ+ community in Philadelphia who were attempting to kick off Pride Month Sunday with a parade. In one of many videos posted online documenting the incident, a wave of pride marchers in colourful outfits banging on drums were halted along their parade route by a group of pro-Palestinian members of the LGBTQ+ community.
You swear this was a fucking Babylon Bee or Onion article. If this was 2015 or something like that, this would be right out of the Babylon Bee. But no, this is real. This shit is happening, you guys. This is real. We have gay people fighting each other because one group of gay people, Western gay people, by the way, we have Western gay people fighting each other because one group of Western gay people just wants to be gay and, you know, celebrate it. And the other Western gay people are crazy and woke and want kids to take puberty blockers and think that Palestinians are okay with them being gay. The ones that live in Gaza, I mean, you know, the ones that are very much Islamic and follow the religion of Islam, which is very much not okay with homosexuality. But no, these Western gay people, they don't seem to know that. So they will fight with their own group. Just, oh my god, this is crazy.
Some donning keffirs or kefirs, I don't know. Others donning leather straps and vests. The pro-Palestinian crowd halted the parade route to scream and yell at members of their own community. And we have some video. Let's have a look.
Oh good, we have video. I love when Bearing gets video. See, this is why I watch people like Bearing, because they get video that I can't. What is he saying? From the sea, what? I can't tell. From the sea, something, something. Palestine will live forever, something, 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 something. That's all I'm hearing. It's, these guys are so... These guys have no idea what they're yelling for, what they're fighting for. They don't understand.
So who specifically are these Palestine protesters? Well, this is a group called Quiz for Palestine Philly, and I had a look at their Instagram.
Palestine Philly. Really? Ooh, that rhymed by accident. Okay. But Palestine Philly. All right. Why? From probably their favorite anti-Jew speech, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Maybe. That was hard to hear, but this is And they all sound very Western, by the way. Very, very Western.
And you've just got to see this. This is one of their most recent posts. Queers for Palestine Philly, anti-pride statement. And it goes on to say, I'm going to do my queer voice.
Oh boy, thank you for the warning, Baring. You're gonna do your queer voice. Anti-pride statement. Okay. Okay, so they're not proud to be gay because other gay people recognize that if they went to Palestine, they would not be allowed to have gay pride parades? Okay.
No pride in genocide. No pride in empire. Queers for Palestine Philly extends our solidarity to all those resisting colonial genocide around the world. From Palestine to Sudan, to the DRC to Haiti, or whatever the fuck. We call on queer people of conscience to ignite a global intifada against colonizers and capitalists who...
Get off of Instagram if you don't like capitalism. I fucking hate people that are on social media. They're like, fuck capitalism. Then kill your social media account. You're taking part in capitalism. Smash your iPhone or your Android. You're taking part in capitalism. Burn all your clothes. You're taking part in capitalism. Go fucking go hand carve a cave for yourself. And wear nothing but animal skin and eat fucking homegrown food and kill your meat and then we'll talk about how you can not deal with capitalism. But until then, shut the fuck up. %. Wait. I'm 99.9999% sure that the genocide is not Western made. Yeah, I'm pretty much with you there, CW.
Who seek to use our identities, our beauty, our brilliance as justification for unimaginable violence. We reject all celebrations of pride if they're not grounded in the struggle to end genocide.
What the fuck do you think pride is a celebration of? What do you think was happening to gay and trans people fucking 30 years ago? And even here, they were getting beaten up. They were getting killed. They weren't allowed to get married or adopt children. They weren't allowed to get the surgery to become trans. Like, what do you think pride's a celebration of? What do you think it's grounded in, you idiots? This is literally an Ouroboros. It's eating its own tail.
We write this anti-pride statement as an honoring of the history of queer militant struggle against imperialism outlined in the Star Manifesto. We are a part of the revolutionaries' armies fighting against the system. Power to the people. Queer as in death to America. Queer as in death to Israel. Queer as in off the pigs. Long live the queer intifada.
Wow. Wow, they actually said it. They actually said it. Queer as in death to America, death to Israel, fuck the pit. Wow. Alright. Okay. At least they're transparent about how evil they are. I'm at least we're not like it's all right in front of us, at least.
That is just fucking unhinged. And the commenters tell them so. Touch some fucking grass, good lord. And while we're at it, someone round up all the chickens for the pro-KFC rally. This is one of the most unhinged things I've come across on Instagram. Jesus fucking Christ, put down the phone and get some fresh air.
This is comments on their post, by the way. So this is probably other gay people. This is probably other LGBT people going, what the fuck are you talking about, you insanely racist assholes?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. This is fucking delusional. Now, meanwhile, I wonder what the Palestinians think of the queers. This is Palestinian Islamic scholar Youssef Makharza or something.
أن حضارة الغرب
Western civilization boils down to bestiality.
البهيمية التي كانت تسمو عنها حظائر.
The kind of which was unheard of even in your livestock pens.
There's bestiality heard of in the livestock pens? Okay. Okay, openly terrorists then. Yes. And this is how Islamic people view the West, as people committing bestiality worse than that heard of in your own livestock pens. That's fucking saying something about your religion, guys. When your scholars and your religious folk can be like, hey, guys, you know that shit you get up to with your animals? Yeah, fuck, you think that's nasty. You should see what those Westerners do.
Your cows, your sheep, and even your donkeys have never stooped to the level of perversion that America designs for you. Well, he seems really nice.
I love how he's switched it to your sheep and your pigs and your donkeys. They've never done anything so gross. What, with them? With the farmers? What are you talking about here? They don't do shit with each other. Nobody's ever heard of that.
And this is Amy Horowitz interviewing Sheikh Mahmoud, a Palestinian imam from Ramallah, which is known as one of the more gay-tolerant cities in the Palestinian territories.
What should be done to gay people?
Someone who goes down this path, the Islamic punishment of deletion should apply to them, the giver and the receiver.
Deletion? Did I hear that correctly? The Islamic punishment of deletion?
Islamic punishment of deletion should apply to them, the giver and the receiver.
In your opinion, what is worse, a child who is gay or a child who's a drug addict?
Being gay is worse.
Oh, yeah. Being gay is worse than your kid being on a crack or heroin. Yes. Totally chic. Yeah, okay.
What is worse, a child who's gay or a child who's a thief? What about
homosexual?
What about a murderer?
Both are bad.
He can't say being gay is worse than being a murderer, but he's got to be like, both are bad.
Well, there you go. So I don't know where these queers for Palestine think they're going to go, you know, once they achieve this death to America. Because I don't think they'd get a very warm welcome in Palestine. What a retarded concept. Anyway, this article goes on. One rainbow flag painted poster read, "No pride in genocide," the implication of which may have been that it's not appropriate to celebrate Pride Month while the conflict in the Middle East still rages. Or then there's never going to be a Pride Month ever again, is there. The protest was executed by Queers for Palestine, a minority faction within the queer community, who have been extremely vocal these last 8 months about the intersection of what they believe is the structural oppression of the Palestinians and the historic prejudice faced by their community. Reports of the disrupted Philly parade indicate that protesters were chanting, "The more you try to silence us, the louder we'll be," in addition to the more standard "from the river to the sea" phrases. One protest leader, who wore a very short crop top, cargo pants that exposed his undergarments, and a keffiyeh, said to the crowd, "Pride as we know it cannot be separated from our current political and economic climate. Pride celebrations have merely become a public relations instrument. Oh, and what's new? Every company under the fucking sun has the rainbow flag in their logo during June." A relatively common question hurled at the queer pro-Palestine protesters is why they so loudly voice support for a culture and people who reject their way of life entirely. Yeah, and that's a fair question. That's a sensible question. See, in this victim fight, my money's actually on the regular queers, not the queers for Palestine. Because nothing's gonna stop Pride Month. It's cringe, but it's unstoppable. And the funny thing is, I'll likely be labelled a homophobe for pointing out the fact that these gay retards are in fact gay retards. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Go check out the Wellness Company, help out the channel, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta, goodbye.
Thanks for celebrating our cause. Now please step over here to the edge of this rooftop. Right? Fuck. Stupid people. Thank you for supporting our people. Could you stand over there? We have some stones we'd like to throw at you. Ugh. I'm going back. Fuck. Bearing had to use deletion in place of murder or kill. That makes sense. That makes sense. But still, it's crazy. These people. These freaking LGBT for Palestine people. I don't understand. I don't understand how they think that they are even going to be supported or welcomed by anybody that's still living in the Middle East. Like, these people are insane. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Okay. Where are we here now? XQC responded to me. Okay. Now, August the Duck. So apparently XQC had a really bad take. Oh, here we go. Palestine has many LGBTQ people. Yes, I'm sure they're treated just as well as they're treated here. I'm sure they can get married and have children, and they're treated just as well over in Palestine and everybody as they are here. Yes. Okay. Without getting into a giant fight that I don't feel like having, I'm going to take us to August the Duck's video, and we're gonna find out what XQC did. Because he always has some stupid takes. Always has some stupid takes. So let's take a listen here.
About what they did here. So don't forget
what a stupid ass take. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, guys, let me tell you guys, this is my take about this. I am so mad right now, chat. I can't watch this anymore.
Well guys, today's video was not on this week's planner. Every now and then I will get a response to a video I make that is so unbelievably stupid that I feel compelled to make a response to that response.
I love the way August the Duck is just like, I get videos that are so unbelievably stupid. Get responses. He's just, I love his delivery. I love his delivery. It's great.
Who would have thunk a commentary YouTuber that likes to have the last word? Now generally, when I get these response videos, the person making the response video or the person responding to me is the person who was the subject matter of the video they're talking about. Today though, it's a little bit different. Last week, I made a video about a streaming situation where a woman walked up to a mentally ill woman, convinced her to jump into a river, and then ran away giggling with her friends as the woman pleaded for help, saying she was gonna drown.
Wait. If I don't want to fight, then don't talk on this topic. Dude, you're in my chat. You're in my chat saying this shit, okay? Come on now. And you're a new person. So you don't know how this shit works. Alright? I'm fairly, like, I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna pretend that I know every nuance of what goes on in the Middle East, okay? But I understand that Islam does not favor homosexuality, and I know that, okay? I know what the punishments are for homosexuality. I know what they are written in the Quran. I know that many people follow the Quran and believe those punishments to be necessary, and I know that the moderates just don't speak about it. So, don't. There you go, Pink Hollow. There you go, Pink Hollow. Please explain how there are many LGBTQ people in Palestine. Yeah, good luck with my chat, Hassan Life Angel. Hassan Life Angel, that just sounds kind of like a Hassan Piker fan to me. But that's just me. Anyway, back to the next video.
Drown. A situation that I thought would be pretty well agreed upon to be not such a good thing to do. However, earlier today, I learned that that is apparently not the case, as XQC tore my video apart while live streaming. Now, before today, I had a very neutral opinion about XQC. I had basically zero exposure to the guy. Literally, the only thing I could tell you about XQC is that there are videos of him on YouTube where people can't understand what he's saying.
Yeah. Because I swear he knows he's got a really thick French accent. And I swear he hems it up for the camera, chat. I swear to God, chat. He always talks more French than he should. If he was off screen, I bet you he would have more of an English accent, chat. But when he is on camera, chat, he has to talk like this, yeah? He has to talk like this, chat, and he has to add an extra Frenchness to his words, chat, just to make it extra extra incomprehensible.
That's it. Shout out to a Cheeto for DMing me on Twitter when this was happening, otherwise I would have had absolutely no idea. But after seeing what he has to say about my video, I can understand why some people don't really like him, and that's not just because he's talking crap about my video, I promise, okay? But this is gonna be kind of a long one, so I'm gonna stop rambling, but XQC, Felix, can I call you that? If you happen to watch this video, I have one request. Just stop talking for a moment, okay? I'm gonna get into this a lot more later, don't worry, but you seem to have a bit of an issue with just listening, which is pretty ironic considering a lot of the stuff you said during this. But that's all I ask, okay? Just stop talking and listen, because you make yourself look kind of stupid when you don't. All right, let's begin. Please subscribe. So for the first couple of minutes of him navigating my video, he's looking for what he's calling the context of this.
Okay, so I love the way he goes, you might want to just stop talking and listen. This is gonna be good. I want to hear what XQC said. I want to hear what he said. See, me, I'm not a free speech absolutist. And I'm a fascist oppressive prick. No, I believe XQC is legitimately that bad. You do? You think he's that bad even when he's off camera? You think he talks that horribly? He might.
situation. He starts whining before I even think he's realized he's watching a commentary video because he's looking for what happened at the beginning of the clip. So what does he do? Well, he skips to the end. Pretty crazy technique. It didn't really work out for him, but he did figure it out in the end.
Well, see, August, you don't understand because XQC is like a reaction guy, but he doesn't actually react or provide commentary. So he doesn't recognize what commentary is when he sees it. That's the problem.
Can we just get the context? Like, why is it so hard to just put the context in these videos? Keep right here.
Yeah, do you want to have a play date?
You want to jump in with me?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it with you.
I'd rather go skinny dipping with you if I'm being honest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah. You want to?
You want a skinny dip?
Yeah. Are you really gonna do it? I'll do it.
Oh yeah, I'll
do
see.
it.
Yeah, you want a skinny dip?
Yeah.
Deadass?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, this is kind of brain dead of a scenario. And I get it from hindsight. If the person is mentally ill, I'm gonna give it a buck. My read on this, the person's doing some like some banter around jumping, and they look pretty confident in their language and body language. It doesn't. This is you're in a blind scenario.
Chad, like, oh.
This is a what scenario?
It doesn't. This is you're in a blind scenario.
No, dude, from the get-go, I thought that this chick was either mentally ill or on something. Like, she did not seem confident. There was nothing confident about her. She wanted the streamer to jump in with her. There was no, like, wow, okay.
Chad, like, oh, they're all saying you're sexy and shit.
So one thing that you'll notice
You're in a
right
blind
away,
scenario
and it only
here.
becomes, okay, so if you haven't watched the original video, I would recommend giving it a watch. Not even necessarily my video on it, just this clip so you can kind of understand what this situation is. Because Felix talks a lot about hindsight during this video. It's basically what he hangs his entire argument on, and I would like to address immediately why that makes literally no sense whatsoever. You can see he's already talking about it here, saying they're in a blind situation. His entire thing here is that he's saying people on the internet are being righteous and are trying to say this is so bad because they have the power of hindsight. The audience has the information that the woman's mentally ill, so they can say this isn't a good thing to do.
Except you could literally see in the video that, like, while, because I was watching Charlie cover this and he had the clips from the stream. And you could tell in that stream that there was something wrong with that chick. If the streamer had taken any seconds, any extra seconds to just actually take a second to think, hey, this chick seems a little bit wrong. Should I really be doing this? Like, it was obvious that there was something wrong with her. Obvious. There's no hindsight about it.
That's pretty much what he's saying boils down to. Unfortunately for Felix, however, this is the dumbest shit that's ever come out of a human's mouth. Hindsight has nothing to do with this. There hasn't been some sort of official statement from the fire department that rescued this woman, or the paramedics that checked on her, or anything like that saying this woman is mentally ill. There was nothing like that that caused the internet to turn around and say, whoa, Natalie, it was okay before, but now that we know this woman's mentally ill, you shouldn't have convinced her to jump in that river. That's not what's happening here. The audience is watching this situation go down in basically real time through what are essentially the eyes of Natalie. The people who are watching this live really were watching it in real time. We have no outside information other than what was seen on stream.
We literally watched this woman convince a mentally ill girl to jump in the river. And we all were like, there's something not right with this chick. Everybody.
So why are people calling this woman mentally ill? Well, because normally, most people can kind of sense when something is a little bit off. When someone's drunk, you can generally tell. When somebody's on drugs, you can generally tell. And when somebody's mental illness is affecting the way they interact with people, you can generally tell. Which is why the people who were watching this go down in real time were saying to Natalie in her chat, this woman is mentally ill. You shouldn't do this. This is bullying. This is wrong. Felix, if you need hindsight to understand why this is bad, why were people in the chat calling it out before anything had even happened?
Yeah, there were literal people in her chat going, dude, this isn't okay. There's something off about this girl. You shouldn't ask her to do this. This is not okay. Like, the fact that Felix is like, no, we need hindsight. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Really? Hindsight? You could tell.
It's because any fucking individual in this situation or watching this situation immediately clocks this woman is mentally ill or just out of it in some sort of sense. Don't bullshit me. Don't try and say that all the commentary channels or all the people getting mad about this are trying to ride some sort of high horse because they have hindsight. Hindsight requires new information to be discovered. You can't say it's a situation of hindsight when all of the information that was available when this was happening is still all the information available. Natalie knew this woman was mentally ill. If you don't believe that, you are stupid. There's no way around that.
Yeah, she knew. She was laughing. She knew. She even said no. She was like, well, why is she walking around then? Hey, Spittlebuggies. But yeah, she was like, she was like laughing. She was like, why, if she's mentally ill, why is she allowed to wander around by herself? Shit like that.
It's more and more obvious with every single passing second of this live stream is that everybody involved here, not just Natalie, but she is the worst offender, has the personality.
Yeah, look at her. Look at, dude, I know where you're seeing it. Like, what if I had an interaction with you, and then something happened, and you would say, yep, look at him. Yep. No, yeah, no, okay. I mean, dude.
Felix, was there a sentence in there at all? All I heard was a lot of yep, no, looks, mental, yep, no, looks like that, yep, no, looks. Like, I just heard a bunch of repeated words. I don't think that was actually a sentence. Does anybody else think that was a sentence?
Dude, look, dude. Yep. That's a... No, yep. Oh, no, definitely. Dude, like what?
Okay.
Nobody's suggesting you can tell just by looking that somebody's mentally ill. It's the way they interact with you. It's the way that they talk. It's the way that they carry themselves. It's the way that they just are. Like, nobody's saying that that they just looked at her and knew.
So there's either one of two things going on here. Either we are seeing in real time the effects of spending 12 hours a day on Twitch every day for years finally catch up to a live specimen, and Felix is forgetting what actual social interaction feels like, or he just wants to defend this girl for some unknown reason, because there's absolutely no shot that he thinks this woman is behaving completely normally, and he would think nothing of it if he encountered this person in real life. Okay, so if you can't hear her whispering, she said she's gonna get scammed, and then she said, you'll jump in and then I'll ditch you. Just keep those two things in mind, okay? Because they're gonna become pretty relevant pretty soon.
So this apparently, like, this I didn't hear the she's gonna scam me clip in Charlie's video that I watched, And a guy in his room asks, does this girl think we still institutionalize people? Yeah, I think she does. I with that how is she allowed to walk around question, I really do think she thinks that we're still supposed to lock up mentally ill people.
In a couple of minutes, Natalie here,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
woman
okay.
with the mind of a child.
Yeah, but okay. This YouTube commentator. Okay, I'm gonna give it a bug. That's not what's wrong here. Okay, the wrong isn't the fact that you're gonna scam somebody out of a jump because you didn't do it yourself. That's not what the thing that's wrong here. Like,
Is gonna start
that's
to be
not
like,
the
oh
wrong
shit,
part.
I forgot.
That's not the wrong part, huh? There's a lot of wrong parts to this, Felix. Why are you cherry picking?
Okay, so this is where we really start to get into where I was talking about how this guy can't listen to save his life. In my original video, I was talking about how you should keep in mind that this girl said I'm gonna scam her by not giving her money when she jumps in, because later this is going to highlight how back and forth she is and how unreliable of a narrator she is, basically serving as evidence that you shouldn't really trust anything this girl says.
Right. And I don't know, like, Felix is not listening to what August is saying in this thing that he's reacting to. He's talking over August and then letting the clips that August has collected play. It's really strange. Like, he's not really listening to what August is saying. And I think that's what August was trying to say in the intro of this video. Just shut the fuck up and listen.
Somehow, before I even finish my sentence, XQC decides that he knows what I'm saying, cuts me off, and says that he needs to keep it a buck, and points out that Natalie saying she's gonna scam this woman is not what's wrong here, insinuating that that's what I'm saying is the main problem with this video, I guess? I don't really know. Hey, you should follow me on Instagram and Twitter because, wow, I mean, there's so many reasons I really just can't pick one, so just do it, okay?
Because whether they jump or not doesn't affect the outcome of the scenario or its severity in any way, shape, or form.
Well, considering that this woman can't swim, if she doesn't jump, then she doesn't risk dying. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that whether she jumps or not, it does affect the outcome. I don't know why you're saying this dumb shit, Felix. Well, I do, because you're dumb. But I like this is even for you. This is stupid.
That's like, what?
About what they did here. So don't forget
What a
this.
stupid ass take.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what the fuck this guy is saying here. I'm assuming he's saying something along the lines of whether or not this woman jumps doesn't actually have an effect on how bad this is. Which, like, yeah, it absolutely does. Whether or not you talk somebody into doing something dangerous or not is definitely a relevant piece of information. I don't understand what he's saying.
Especially if that one person doesn't know how to swim, right? Like, it would be one thing if you convince somebody to jump in and they can swim, right? But like for some reason they jump in and their clothes weigh them down and they can't get out and they die, right? That's tragic, okay? This is fucking malicious, cause she's like talking about scamming this woman. You can tell she's mentally ill, and she's just like, I'm just gonna make her jump in the water. It'll be fine.
I don't say we're gonna do anything. We're just jumping in naked.
I know, you said you want to see me with my clothes off.
Whether the other girl jumps or not, does it help? Does it harm? Does it change the outcome? No, it doesn't. It doesn't do shit. Like the scam in this instance, yeah, it's just being a shitty person, but doesn't do anything. What?
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm following now. So he thinks that I'm hung up on the fact that Natalie didn't jump. I'm not. Maybe if you just listen to what the fuck I said, Felix, you would understand that.
Yeah, maybe, Felix, if you, like, let him talk without you talking. I don't know what it is about fucking French people. It's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret about Quebecois. They don't give a fuck when people are talking. Okay? I grew up with this. This is why I have such a big problem with it. Okay? Fucking French people will talk no matter what. If somebody else is talking and the French person has a fucking thought, blah, 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 blah. My uncle and his mother used to do it to each other all the fucking time. It was crazy. They would, there would be a conversation going on at the dinner table between everybody, and then my uncle would just turn to his mom, and we would all be speaking to each other in English, right? And it would be like 6 of us. We'd all be speaking to each other about something in English, all of us engaged in the conversation, and then my uncle would turn to his mom with a completely different thought and just start talking in French as if none of us were fucking there. French people, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's the same thing. You watch it in French talk shows. You see it in French talk shows. There's somebody talking and then somebody jumps in with a thought. And instead of saying, hey, hold on, I was talking, the first French person just starts talking louder, and then the other one starts, and it's fucking ridiculous. And then eventually they're shouting at each other, and it's just a conversation, because nobody wants to shut up and wait a second.
This guy's going to address the commentary community later, saying that commentary YouTubers don't analyze the situation enough and they don't get all of the information, as this guy is going on a completely irrelevant rant because he did not listen for all of the information. You can't make this shit up. Kind of.
Yeah, because now I understand that this person has now been seen as somebody who can't swim and has some sort of mental problem. Therefore, I will have the better take about this because one, I wasn't there, don't have the info, and at the time could have no way, shape, or I could have known this, but now I know. So, hey, don't do that, guys. Ha ha ha. Dude, these people are so cringe. Commentary YouTubes have fallen off the fucking... They have fallen off so hard, it's unbelievable, dude.
God damn it, you didn't hear that awesome rant. Fuck, this is annoying. Fucking Felix and his commentary YouTube has fallen off. He's not far removed from commentary YouTube. He's a reaction streamer. Like, a good reaction streamer is technically still in the commentary sphere because they have to commentate on what they're seeing. Otherwise, they're just sitting there like XQC and Sniper Wolf saying wow and oh my god over and over again. They're not adding in any opinions. They're not adding in anything of use. So technically, if you want to really get into the nitty-gritty, a reaction streamer is a reaction streamer is a commentary YouTuber or a commentary person. So for Felix to be like, commentary YouTubers have fallen off so hard, like, dude, you're pretty much there still.
So out of content, so disingenuous, weirdos, dude.
You understand
oh
where
my
people are coming
god,
from.
man.
Okay, Felix, I'm gonna loop back around to what I was kind of making a joke about earlier, but now I'm starting to think that it might actually be the explanation. No funny stuff here, genuine question. Have you talked to, like, a real person in the last few years?
That's a very good question. And I don't just mean like I don't think he means just like in a Discord voice call. I mean like, have you actually left your house and like spoken to a person outside of your house. XQC is a waste of electricity. Buzz buzz no more. Oh, that's funny. But it's just ridiculous. Like this whole thing where he's like commentary YouTuber, like, dude, you are a commentary person.
Obviously, you have your friends and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. Have you gone outside and just socialized with random people? Because I feel that there's a disconnect here that's only affecting you, man. This woman is clearly not fully understanding the situation. Something is off. She's not understanding this situation. She's not understanding half the things that Natalie is saying to her. I mean, you can see that, right? You can tell by the way she's responding and the way this conversation is going that something is wrong, right?
Well, that's the thing. You should be able to. You should be able to tell that something is wrong. I agree, by the way, French people are terrible. Hey, and you know what? I'm a quarter French. I grew up with fucking French people, French Canadian people. I know how rude they are. I fucking know how rude French people are. It's pathetic. It is. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, the outrage over this has nothing to do with context or hindsight or anything like that. Natalie knew what she was doing, and she took advantage of this person that she could take advantage of. This has nothing to do with her screaming for help at the end of the video. Does that make it worse? Yes, but you don't need that to know that something's wrong here, which is why so many people were mentioning it while Natalie was streaming before anything had even happened. You can go back and watch Natalie's VOD right now. She hasn't deleted it. Before this woman had jumped in the water or anything, people in the chat are saying, why are you messing with a mentally ill woman?
Yeah. The fact that Felix didn't do that, didn't like look at the VOD, look at her chat and see that people were telling her this, and that he didn't put that together with what people in the commentary sphere were saying about this video. Like, and then he's like, oh yeah, it's just about her being scammed, and, you know, of course hindsight is 20/20, and, you know, it's like, what? That's not the point of August's video at all. Tainted press.
I don't know if you're just playing stupid Felix or if this is rage bait or what it is, but it seems like you're the only person who's not understanding why this is bad.
Imagine attacking my analytics or theirs, like it's what I mean by falling off. Being a commentary YouTuber isn't that you commentate through analysis and actually putting in the work. If you do this rage bait, you fell off. You could be getting 20 million views, 100 million views per video. You still fell off. That's just what it is. Your methods are against the very basis of what you do.
Your methods are against the basis of what you do. What does that even mean, dude? What? Your methods don't even mean the basis of what you do. Felix, I wonder if maybe you tried streaming in French and just had like an interpreter or something. Maybe that would be better for you. Like, just maybe.
That's falling off.
Okay, so here's where he starts to talk about how commentary YouTube is falling off because nobody analyzes videos correctly, I guess. You can't just say that because you don't like the way a person analyzed a video. Because Felix, it seems like your analysis of this video is that there was no way for Natalie to know this woman shouldn't have jumped in the water. But unfortunately for you, you are the only person who comes to that conclusion.
You're also saying, like, you can't analyze a video while the creator of the video is talking and you're not paying attention to what he's saying. That kind of defeats the purpose of analysis, doesn't it?
When watching this video. So you can say you don't like the analysis, or you can say there's no analysis done, but you're only saying that because it doesn't match your thoughts about this video.
I'm not defending anybody's behavior. I'm calling out people for making things worse on purpose.
Making things worse on purpose. Dude, nobody's making anything worse. Natalie made everything as bad as she did, and then we all just went, what the fuck? Nobody's making anything worse. Well, maybe you with this horrible take. But other than that, nobody's making anything worse.
And knowing it. Knowingly, and even they know for a fact that they're out of their depth with this one, but they know they'll get away with it because of fucking dumbass outrage internet. They know, dude. They know they'll get out of it. It's fucking weird, dude.
What's weird? Do you know what's weird? The fact that you don't have anything to say about anything, yet you stream for 12 hours a day and repeat the words bro, dude, chat, and wow, and weird. That's pretty much your streaming vocabulary. And you do this for 12 hours a day and make millions at it. I don't understand how you do that. Or why you think that commentary YouTubers don't analyze their videos when you provide zero analysis to what you react to.
It's weird.
Okay, so honestly, I genuinely have no idea what he's talking about here. People calling out a streamer for degenerate behavior is making the situation worse somehow, not going on stream in front of thousands of people and defending it. That's an insane take. That's wild. And people are out of their depth. There's no depth to be out of here. It's a streamer bullying a mentally ill woman for content.
Quite literally. There's nothing more than that. And her chat was even like, dude, this is fucked. Even her, like, people that were around her were like, this is not okay. Like, he's a horrible guy with horrible takes that speaks horrible English. Yes, 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 yes.
It's a pretty fucking cut and dry situation, man.
Guys, this is just brain dead behavior. Like across the board. Actually brain dead. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yup, this is some evil person committing murder. It is. Guys, let me tell you guys, this is my take about this. I, as the commentator, I am outraged about this situation.
You're outraged? So now you're admitting you're a commentator. Okay. A minute ago you were like, commentators are weird. But now you're gonna admit that you're a commentator, okay? But you're enraged at this situation. Well, you should be, but I'm gonna guess that you're enraged for the wrong reasons.
This blonde girl, this is some alleged attempted murder. Don't ever do this, chat. Guys, don't ever do anything like this.
Why are you saying it like that, as if we all need to be told?
This is despicable.
Yes, we totally believe you, Felix. We believe that you are enraged. And we believe how upset you are. Yes. I'm surprised that XQC hasn't been sued into the depths of Hellspun's cunt. Yep. Except he is not a commentary YouTuber. He's a reaction YouTuber. That's why he sucks at commentary. Yeah, he does. He sucks at reactions too. Because that was a shitty, like, fake reaction just now, that rage thing.
This is despicable.
Yes, growl, Felix. Then we'll all know how angry you are.
This riles up my gears, chat. Fudge this person. I am so mad right now, chat. I can't watch this anymore.
Felix, I'm not really sure how to respond to this one. You kind of hit the nail on the head, I guess. I will go on record saying that I do not support people exploiting mentally ill people for live streaming content. I will also say that I don't support going around looking for mentally...
I swear Felix never heard of the girl who pushed her best friend off the 50-foot bridge and almost killed her 2 years ago. What the fuck? What the I didn't know about that.
vulnerable people and trying to convince them to do dangerous things so people on the internet can point and laugh. What's your point here, bud? Let me get this straight. You're saying that it's brain-dead behavior to think that a video where a bunch of grown adults go convince a woman to jump into a river and then point, laugh, and film as she screams for help and says she's drowning is despicable and should not be repeated? Yeah, man, I can't follow that line of thinking, I'm sorry. Because that's what you're saying. You're mocking people saying that they don't want to watch this or they don't think people should do this or that it's terrible. That's fucking insane, man.
Yeah, he's literally making fun of people who are like, this is fucked. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see someone being exploited for content. He's like, oh, this is so bad. I'm mocking you. Look, this is horrible. Like, what the fuck?
And you might need some help. So this is pretty much where he clicks away from my video and goes back to Critical's video on the situation, but there's still a few things after that I want to address.
Stupid, it's not a terrible, terrible, terrible. You're not allowed to swim there.
Okay. They're not allowed to swim there. Gotcha. So it's brain dead, ignorant, and irresponsible to do that, or to tell them to do that, right?
But
is that something you think they know?
Yes. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's something they know. I would hope. I'll show you later on. Okay. I would hope that that's something they would know.
Do they know? If they don't know, still bad. If they know, much worse. Much worse. Do they know? Well, excuse. But is that something that they know in their analysis?
What? Is that something they know in their analysis? Yes. Yes, it is. We all know.
No.
Yes.
They would have brought it up as part of the analysis as a commentary YouTuber if they actually cared to do that shit. They don't! They just assume! I don't like it, chat.
Okay, so I wanted to throw this in and I actually just went and watched Critical's entire video on this just so I could confidently make this point. Neither of us said anything about them not being allowed to swim off this dock.
Nope. They didn't. All they said was there's something up with that woman. She's mentally ill. And it's like they were talking about she can't swim. They were talking about like all of that. They never said anything about they can't swim there.
Does that make it objectively worse? Yeah, sure. But neither video mentioned anything about these people not being allowed to swim. So Felix, in a video where he is whining about people not doing enough research and getting things wrong and assuming, gets a donation about saying that it's not about this, it's about them not being able to swim there, and immediately assumes that both videos included something about them not being allowed to swim there, without the videos providing any evidence of that being true, when there was no mention of such a thing in either video. I mean,
that, and he would have known that had he watched either video all the way through like a proper commentary YouTuber.
I'm gonna level with you, Felix. This is a terrible look. Really bad first impression. You are saying you shouldn't do this and it's really bad to do this, and then like 5 seconds later you are guilty of doing that thing. Come on, man.
Okay. Oh, the girl was disabled. Oh, from hindsight, you know that? Oh. Oh, you stupid. You know what? I'm not gonna call you names because you might be kind of. So.
What the fuck?
Oh, I will abstain because if from hindsight you tell me, oh, I'm actually a. Well, now I'm wrong. So I'm not gonna call you out.
What are you even I can't even provide commentary to that because I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. What did you just even say, Felix? Oh, thank you for subscribing, a guy in his room. But yeah, like, what does that even... What are you saying, Felix? I don't... Does anybody know what he just said?
My bad. I will abstain from calling out any names in the case you're kind of a retard. I'm kind of cooking with this one.
Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, and I think it really goes to show just how far gone this guy is.
Okay.
First of all, yeah, you should probably not go walking around doing this to anybody, regardless if they're mentally ill or not. You should, in fact, treat the people around you like human beings instead of pawns for your live streaming content. Absolutely. But again, going back to this whole hindsight argument he's really holding on to, I don't know if he's being genuine or not, I really can't tell, but I'm starting to think he really does not understand how or why people are able to watch this clip and know that something is off about this interaction. For him to do this whole
No. Penguin Zero didn't do anything wrong. So XQC reacted to Charlie and August the Duck's takes on the streamer who convinced a mentally ill lady to jump in the river for content. And XQC is angry at Charlie and August the Duck for not analyzing this video properly. And apparently everybody except Felix knew that this chick was mentally ill. It's crazy. XQC is just an idiot.
Bit about not being able to say or do anything to a person in the case that they might be mentally unwell or something, which is not exactly what he said, but you know what I mean, makes me think that he might actually be so devoid of real human interaction that he genuinely thinks that it would be impossible to pick up on something like this through conversation. I can't think of any other explanation as to why he doesn't understand this. I truly don't get it. Well guys, what do you think? Do you understand this guy's take? Because if you do, please feel free to try and explain it to me, because I am really having some trouble. I mean, seriously.
What's his take? What's his take? He's French and stupid. That's his take. That's his take. That's what I'm serious. He's an idiot. That's what's wrong with XQC. He's a stupid Frenchman. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do one more video, and then, so I'm gonna be right back and do a bathroom break. So you guys, if you need to do that, go to the bathroom. I will be right back, and then we'll choose the last video to watch, because we are in the 3-hour mark already. Holy shit. Alright, be right back. Okay. We're here. I'm gonna stand up for a bit because my back is very sore. Okay. She cannot stop lying. That's what we're gonna start with. Or that's what we're gonna do. This is from Maurices? I think it's how you pronounce that. Okay. Let's do a switch. I'm going to quickly check Twitch chat. And then we'll move to our thingy. Ugh. This is hard. Doing this without my ear. I wonder why it doesn't like the Bluetooth audio. They've got to fix that. Like, because there are so many people that use Bluetooth. Like, there can't, like, because it has to be the Bluetooth because I wasn't doing anything besides using my Bluetooth. So, alright. Oh, shush, Ninja. She cannot stop lying. August the Duck is entertaining too. Yeah, I like August the Duck. I think he's pretty funny. Okay. Back to our sharing scene. Let's take a look at this video from Maurices, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Last video we talked about Anissa Jomha, who is iDubbbz's wife, and how she called out the commentary community for quote-unquote not working a real job.
This is what I hate about that. I fucking hate the whole get a real job if you're like a commentary YouTuber, shit like that. That always pisses me off. Where you're like, this is like, because this is a real job. Like, how is being a commentary YouTuber not a real job? Or a radio DJ is a real job. A talk show host is a real job. Like, why is it any different?
Meanwhile, she does OnlyFans and sells her body on the internet. But anyways, she has responded and it is so bad. Anissa says faceless content creators are forced to make hate videos to stay relevant.
Faceless content creators are forced to make hate videos to stay relevant, huh? Really? Really? Is that except a lot of commentary creators show their face, and those who don't would say what they're saying regardless, and they don't hide, they're not showing their faces because they have like other real life jobs that they don't want this to affect. It's not that they're faceless, it's that they have a right to anonymity. And if you don't want people to talk about you and call you out for stupid things that you do in public, then don't do stupid things in public, Anissa.
Sad for content creators like that, because especially the ones that don't have their face showing or anything, because...
Oh, you feel sad for those people who don't have their face showing? Okay.
Because they're basically on a treadmill where they have to continuously make videos like that for anybody to care. And then as soon as they stop making videos like that, they're just fucked.
Oh, okay. That's why some of the most famous commentary YouTubers with cartoon avatars have been going for almost 10 years, right?
And even if they do...
And not every video they make is a call-out piece. Or a, quote, hate video.
You continue, like, people lose interest. It's really hard to keep people's attention on your hate channel when there's, like, a dime a dozen doing the same thing.
Okay, Anissa, this video is going to be very hard for you to watch because I know you desperately want to think that our situation is so bad and we're one video away from falling off, and if we don't make a video on you, we're going to go broke. But let me just drop a few quick facts here. So first off, I'm not faceless, alright? I do show my face. This is my second channel. Some people don't know this because this channel randomly is popping off by itself and there's lots of new people. But main channel is practices okay, and yeah, it's doing alright somehow. Last video is 1 million views. That's cool. Thank you for that. But I'm just taking a little break there. There's no rush. I plan on making videos forever, and I'm not gonna fall off like your cock husband. She also said—
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh damn! Damn! That's harsh. If it was radio, there would be more faceless than commentary streamers. True. True, Spittlebuggies. Very true.
Said that we're on a treadmill, and if we stop making videos on people like her, we're just screwed. But the fact is, there's like 1 million people to cover, and you're just kind of the most insane person right now.
Yeah, there's more. There are dozens of people like you, Anissa. There's always gonna be stupid to cover. There's always gonna be something. If it's not a person, it's a policy. It's a news story. It's a law. There's always something to cover.
So, congrats on the top spot for about like a day. Also, I assume that most commentary YouTubers are well off. It doesn't really matter if we miss a video or two because, you know, we have a whole library which continues to earn money.
Yeah.
She also says it's hard to capture interest making commentary videos, but this is like my almost sixth year on YouTube, and I think I'm fine. In fact, I still love making the videos, and, you know, I've been reading a lot of comments recently, and people do seem to enjoy them.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, commentary is very freeing because you can get on your channel and you can make and like you can provide your opinion on what you are covering, and you can be yourself, and you can be like, you know, this is what I think, this is what I'm saying, and you know, it doesn't have to be on a person. It can be on, you know, a memory or something you did earlier that day, or like something that occurred to you. Like, it can literally be anything. That's the beauty of commentary.
Also, how are you going to say that we do the same thing when you started an OnlyFans? Like, there's a bajillion OnlyFans girls on the internet. How are you going to keep it interesting, huh?
I don't know. There's not, you really pigeonhole yourself like heavily.
Can
and I think you,
now that YouTube has put emotes in the thing, can we put it over here or no?
Like, figure out probably like halfway through your career
or
that
is
it's
that
not
only for like memberships and shit when you get to that step?
fulfilling, or it's not like a good business plan, and then you're just left with, I don't know, like, how do you even pivot out of that?
Oh,
how do you do what? Do you even know what you're saying? You don't even know what the commentary community does if you're so vague on the business model of it.
And then you're just left with, I don't know, like, how do you even pivot out of that?
oh my god, you talking about a business plan is hilarious. First off, you took all the shortcuts, okay? You married a millionaire YouTuber, you started an OnlyFans, and somehow you're still struggling. You couldn't raise money for charity, you couldn't make a successful streaming career, you're completely irrelevant, your podcast is also irrelevant, and your husband, who's had a massive channel, is falling off harder than a professional skydiver.
Yeah, iDubbbz's channel is pretty much dead, which sucks. That's just I think people want to negate the fact that commentary have existed that commentary content has existed on television long before the internet. Yeah? It's just another instance of this thing never happened until now, although it really did happen for decades. Yep. So here we go.
You absolutely suck at business. And I don't know where she's getting this idea where we're all hanging on a thread about to go broke if we don't upload a video. I don't know where this came from. Now, I can't speak for everybody else, but, you know, I've said it before. I retired like 2 years ago, okay, when I was 21. I was lucky enough to make it at a very young age, and I made some good investments as well. So thanks to all the lovely people watching right now, I'm pretty much set, okay?
That's pretty awesome. Good for you. Like, that's really, really good. That's great. That is really, really great. Awesome.
Okay, I just make videos because it's really fun to me. This is my enjoyment. I would not rather be doing anything else. I love shitting on dumb people like you. It is a wonderful pastime, okay?
Shitting on dumb people is a wonderful pastime. I agree.
Okay, and making money is just a bonus. I would honestly do this for free. In fact, when I started YouTube for the first 2 years, I didn't make any money. I did it for free, and that's exactly how I treat it. It's like a hobby.
Yes, they have to make videos and try to give their original take. Yeah. Yeah, the original.
Yes, they have to make videos and try to give their original take. Yes, dear. That's what commentary is. Good job. Very good job. You're well done, Anissa. Very good.
Take is a, yeah. Loosely. It's all it's the same. Because if you do actually give an take and it's not like the agreed upon, like, you know, consensus of that group, then you'll get lambasted.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out here glazing Anissa over this, I would probably question your judgment. Now, the stuff we talk about usually is pretty hard to disagree on. Like, if a YouTuber is scamming their fans, do you actually want disagreement there? Like, well,
right? Like, and that's the thing. Commentators don't just call out dumbasses like you, Anissa. They call out scammers. They call out grifters. They call out shit like that. It's not just always making, quote, hate videos. Maybe if you didn't do stupid shit and people wouldn't make videos about it, you wouldn't call it hate videos.
Actually, Logan Paul is actually a good guy. I also film dead bodies in a forest and scam my fans through crypto. Like, if you're gonna disagree that Logan Paul is a scumbag, I'm just gonna think your brain.
Like, seriously,
okay?
What is the news aside from commentary? That's a good point. That's a very good point.
And yeah, you know, there are topics where we do have different opinions if, like, the topic is more nuanced. But I think if somebody's clearly a villain, then agreeing doesn't make you an NPC or anything.
No.
Like, even now, I think everybody agrees that you are just salty and molding. Faceless...
Salty and molding?
Commentators took the bait. She continues her apparently 1000 IQ plan.
I was like, oh, I really want to ramp this up, and I really want to make this, like, a big, like, thing, right? Like, very eventful, emotional. And I'm also just a very ranty person. Like, people who know me in real life, I talk very passionately and very loudly.
You sound like what you do is talk very stupidly about things that you do not understand.
And it's interesting because you have one side of the internet that literally thinks I'm shitting myself and, like, having, like, a mental breakdown. And the other side are people that are like, this was cathartic for me to listen to.
There is no other side. I'm sorry.
No.
Where is this other side?
There's no other side that hears what you have to say and goes, preach, girl! You're so right! I feel everything you said.
Has anybody actually made a single video defending you? I'm sorry to break it to you, okay, but the ghosts you're seeing are not real, okay? There is nobody on your side, okay? The people in your chat are just reject simps who probably just want you to bend over and give a free coupon to your OnlyFans.
Yeah, and that's sad. That's the sad thing, is that is probably the truth.
You are literally having a mental breakdown over your own failures being pointed out. Please stop pretending you're some big brain megamind who somehow baited commentary YouTubers because you deleted the VOD. If you wanted the clips to go viral, you would not have deleted your VOD. Please, that is so pathetic trying to argue that you planned this all out somehow.
So apparently iDubbbz's wife is pissed off about commentary YouTubers making videos about her, but she, I guess, keeps saying and doing things that people don't really understand why she's doing them or saying them, so they point it out. And that makes her upset, apparently. So, yeah.
Even, you know, suppose in a hypothetical universe, like, oh, wow, she baited all of us into making videos on her. How is this helping you? Everybody thinks you're a reject.
Like, every person in that community made a video. Being like, I mean, it's an opportunity for them, right? Like, they need videos to make. I saw one that was like...
Yes.
Because after I was talking about how it's, like, funny, the different reactions, and that people, like, bit for the clip, because I mean, that's the point, right? The point is to, like, have clips that people react to and share. And he was, like, mad, but, like, trying to act like he wasn't mad about it. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, I took the bait. As if you aren't the most embarrassing person on the internet.
Why are you... Oh, I hate girls that do that. Why do you have to do that? Don't
he said camless to his fucking weird followers.
Oh, she is so mad. He said camless to his freaking weird followers. Bruh. Listen, I don't know which one, which commentary channel she's talking about here, but I think the weird person is the one showing their butt on the internet, not the guy talking into a mic here. I guess we just don't understand her high IQ. She was only pretending to have a meltdown. She was only pretending to say all these things that make her seem jealous and salty. I'm totally mentally sane, guys. Okay, so this next part she brings up...
iDubbbz was ruined by his wife is what I'm given to understand. Yes! Yes, Spittlebuggies, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Up the charity event again, and probably has the worst take ever.
The thing is, also, I feel kind of bad for them, because for a long time, like, we fully ignored it, because there is a lot of pity there, where it's like, we don't have to say anything, like, this shit is fucking weird. And it is weird, but I think that they think that they're, like, smart, or, like, awesome, or cool, or, like, very mean because we don't comment on it at all.
Okay, Anissa, genuine question. Are you mentally okay? So you messed up a charity event and people were asking where did the money go? You know, because they expected large amounts of money to be donated to charity. So when you didn't deliver, people asked you where the money went. It's not a flex to stay silent, you absolute Hey guys,
No, it's not. It's literally it's not a flex. It's actually very telling if you don't say anything and just pretend that it'll go away. I don't know what you think that you're doing by ignoring this, but go off.
I was actually ignoring everybody because I'm so above commentary drama. No, people thought you were committing fraud.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh my god, just not do. Where's the charity money? I'm not telling you. I'm so above this.
It would be in your best interest to say exactly what happened, because people legitimately thought you were doing something heinous or something.
Yeah.
This is such brain damage. How do you respond like this?
The only thing is, though, is that they don't actually get a lot of views. Like the video that I saw today, they made a video about Frogan recently that got like 130,000 plus views, and the video that they made of me got barely over 50K.
Okay, again, she never mentions which channel she's talking about. She might be talking about Sensitive Society here, but his video is also going to cross 100K soon, so I don't know when you took that screenshot or whatever. And he uploads every single day, so I highly doubt he cares what one video does.
No. It's not gonna matter to him. Like, somebody who uploads all the time, somebody who's got like 1,000 or more videos in their library that is monetized. She is off her rocker. Tell the people where the money is and I get in trouble is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I think you're pretty accurate there.
But you talking about views. Oh, no. Ay, guys, it's time. It's time to bust out the calculator because, you know, I think comparing views is really stupid. But if you're going to start talking like this, I think you need to put your money where your mouth is.
Oh no, he's gonna bring up the stats. Oh, this is not good.
Okay, let's start with her channel here. 88k subs. Last stream has 6k views.
Oof. Like, for me, you should have 10% of your viewership. I should have 12 to 20 people. Or no, I should have 120 people watching because I have 1,200 subs. So, yeah.
Alright, and her Twitch is obviously completely irrelevant. Her last video was from 3 years ago, so that doesn't really count. And the only video which crossed 100k was you regretting your OnlyFans. And this is all boosted as well, considering you're, you know, the wife of a 7 million sub YouTuber.
God
Let's check
damn.
on your boyfriend who used to pull like 10 million views a single video.
Yeah, he did. His view counts were huge.
Yeah, he's on 90k in 4 days. This
Oh, that's painful to see.
This is the biggest fall off in history. I never thought in a million years, like if you told me in 2016 that I'd be more relevant than iDubbbz on my second channel.
That is crazy. That is absolutely insane that this is his second channel and it is doing better than iDubbbz.
Brother, I don't even know what the heck happened to this guy. Then obviously we got their podcast called She Ruined My Career. Great name, by the way. And yeah, that's also struggling to break 2k views. I don't know how this...
That's true, Spittlebuggies. That's true.
Woman is talking about 50k being less views when this is the status of all of your endeavors or whatever. It is actually crazy to me. 50k is good views, okay? I'm sorry, like, any YouTubers watching, that's good shit. Keep it up, all right? Don't let her get you down.
So it's not even, it's really not bringing, it's very tired. No one gives a shit. Especially, like, when it's the wife. Like, nobody gives a shit about, like...
Are you sure? Are you sure nobody gives a shit about the wife? Because people seem to give a shit about you.
No one is, like, looking at that shit and being like, I want to click on it. Right? It's all, nobody's clicking on it. Nobody's clicking on my stream. Like, even...
Wait, I'm sorry. Who are you trying to roast here? Did you just say that nobody clicks on your stream? Yes, we know that. We know that you are completely irrelevant. That's the thing. Like, we're not using you for views. We're talking about something completely random, and we can get views using that, all right?
Yeah, and I think that's what she's upset about. I think that's why she's upset with the commentary community, because they can make a video on anything from her to... Hey, I was in the shower this morning and it occurred to me that this had blah, 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 blah. And then like a 5-minute opinion video. Right? Like, it's...
Right? It's like, you're not the reason these videos are doing well or anything. You're just another topic in the sea of a million topics here. All right? It's not like we'd have no career without you. It's not like we're scrambling to get a video out or anything like that. You've just admitted that you're completely irrelevant, and talking about you is actually worse for us. But we just do it because it's fun to see you melt down. Anyways, after this, she talks about Ian's content cops and how they were undeserved for some people. Just retroactively, you know, just ruining everything.
Here, let me not only show that I'm irrelevant, let me shit on my husband's work too.
Like, Keemstar, obviously, like, you know, he did that to himself. But some of the other ones are, like, less so. Like, Tana's, obviously, the Jinx was another big one that was completely undeserved in the sense of, like, that level of, like, hate.
Okay, Tana was a massive hypocrite who deserved everything that happened to her.
Literally, Tana deserved everything she got. I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, wasn't Jinx the guy that would steal everybody's content and re-upload it for free on his channels?
Yes.
Like, basically stealing everybody's revenue? Of course the hate was deserved. There was an era on YouTube where people would literally take your exact video, just put their face cam over it, and that was the content, essentially. Like, if somebody steals my work, I'm gonna be mad. You have to at least say a goddamn word in the video to transform it, you know? You know, I've been seeing this theory going around that Anissa ruined iDubbbz's career.
Oh, I feel like she probably did. If you're gonna act this way, I have a feeling she probably did. There's a way to download a video without giving a view to them also, so that's a thing. Ugh.
Right? She basically changed his views. She made him a cuck, you know, ruined his content.
Yep.
And honestly, I'm starting to see parts of it, okay? Because every single bad aspect of Ian has actually come from Anissa here. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship or whatever, but obviously it is still iDubbbz's fault because you can't change someone who's not willing to be changed. Like,
Nope.
for example, nobody could do this shit to me because
That's why Avril Lavigne was able to ruin Sum 41 and not Nickelback. Because Derek What's-His-Fuck from Sum 41 is a beta bitch, and Chad Kroger was like, you want to be on my album? Okay. Yeah, you wrecked my album. Fuck off. We're divorced. You
because, you know, I have a strong base. I have pretty locked in moral values and stuff like that. So there's no OnlyFans chick gonna come into my life and change me. Not heck no, all right? But Ian, obviously, he had some shaky morals or something like that. And she's obviously taking him to the dark side here. But yeah, it's a bit sad.
All these other commentary communities, creators wait for the safe target, the soft target, the money-making target.
What?
The
What are you even on
safe
about? I upload
target?
like every day, bro. There is no waiting. It's literally whatever is in front of me, whatever topic I feel like talking about, I will talk about. And it's definitely not safe targets. Just last week, my video on Bobby Lee got striked and taken down by YouTube, all right? Because of Bobby fans mauling and reporting it. I appealed it, it got rejected.
That's
then I had to go
crazy.
on Twitter and, you know, contact YouTube, and then finally it got put back up because, you know, I didn't actually do anything wrong.
Good.
But safe target, you're crazy. I nearly lost my channel. Even, you know, I've been striked a bunch of times back in the day. Even Onision used to strike people all the time.
Of course Onision, because Onision's a bitch. You can't talk about the shitty, creepy things Onision does. No.
These are not safe people to criticize.
So I don't know, like, why you're making fun of him. You're the one who's trying and failing at it.
You're the one who's trying and failing at this. Every single word you say can pretty much be applied to yourself. You're trying like 50 things and failing at it. Honestly, you know, I encourage, you know, people to try things and fail at it, but don't try to act above people. Otherwise, you know, people are going to call out the skeletons in your closet. Also, if this is me failing at it, God, I love failure. A wonderful community, getting to do what I love every day and making a shit ton of money while doing it. Well, yeah, we are failing, guys. Totally failing
Hooray,
over here.
failing.
This is so sad. Can we get 1 million likes? Anyways, Anissa, you need some serious therapy ASAP. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think. I will 100% be reading all the comments. Last video's comments were pretty hilarious. So, yeah, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
That was fantastic. Am I subscribed to him? Let's see. I am not. There we go. Now I am. Okay. Ow. Right. What do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit. I've got 5 things left still, and I've been live for 3. Holy shit. I have enough for another stream tomorrow. Even. That's insane. What is Twitch chat saying here? I feel like I need somebody to stand on my waist. That's what I need. My frickin' hip feels like it's out of place. But it's not like, it's weird. It's like there's this pocket. Because I know it's not out of place. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to move. But it's just, it feels so weird. Like, it feels like it's just a touch. Just a touch out of where it needs to be. That's what it feels like. It's very strange. It's very, very strange to me. Alright, what I'm going to do is I need to have lunch. Because I haven't had lunch yet and I haven't eaten. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save what I have for tomorrow. And we're going to do that. And that way I won't have to scramble for any videos. And if there's anything that happens, I can add it on and we can just do that stuff after. So, this is going to be the end of the coffee stream for today. I will be live tonight on the Combat Hour, and if T-Blaze is doing exhibitions, I will probably do an exhibition fight, but I'll be on my stream doing it. And yeah, we'll be playing some more Combat League. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Sorry about the audio issues near the beginning, but now that I know what's going on, I can figure that out and not worry about it from now on. Thank you for watching me. I will see you guys tonight for the Combat Hour and tomorrow for the coffee stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. Have a fabulous rest of your Thursday afternoon, and I will see you tonight. Bye, guys.